There we go. Hey, had the microphone muted. How you guys doing today? Hey Nicholas, how you doing? You might be first. Oh, first like went to Hawkfrost. Okay, there we go. What's up, Hawk? How's it going? Oops, there we go. What's up, Sim? Yeah, I gotta, oh wow, I'm losing to this ToA stage. I didn't even notice that. I wonder if I'm gonna lose or not. Those pesky bombers. What's up, Snoop? Okay, that feels weird to say. What's up, Snoop? Hey, Joe, how's it going? What's up, DL? Sky, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. I just wanted to say that because we had some confusion yesterday. So, guys, Sky's the newest channel member, and I really appreciate it. Bro, you got Xingshi and Poseidon from the normal scrolls. Oh, wait, the exact same net 5s you got from the last two. Okay, not as good. Not as good. Okay. I was all happy for you because both of those are really good, and then I saw they were dupes. You're stuck on the Achromas. So Alberto, all you really need to do is use Garo. The Achromas can't kill Garo. What's up, Mario? How you doing? Well, Timotheus. I think I call you Timotheus in every other stream, and today for some reason I saw the Mario. So we're... Sky, he actually watched like the entire stream in replay because he commented on something like 2.5 hours in. So he did watch the stream. Okay, so if you don't have Garo, you can also tank with. There's a few different ways to do it. I could show them to you, but I think actually the easiest way is Ace did a video on the Achroma stage not that long ago. And I'm just going to see if I can find that link, and I'll link the video for you because I think that way you'll get to see like a few different options based on what monsters you have. Miho works. She's a little bit risky, but she works. You can also use like Akasha for invincibility. You could use Comulus, kind of same thing, invincibility. Joltan works. So a long time ago, I used to use Joltan with just 4 healers. What's up, Perk? Also got to give a shout out to Perk for becoming a member on the last stream. Perk, seriously, I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Holmesy, I mentioned it in chat about an hour ago that I was going to stream. I didn't pre-schedule this one because I wasn't sure exactly what time it would start. So I only gave about 10 minutes notice on this one. Okay, I found, here we go. Right there is the link on how to beat the Achroma stage. So that video that I just linked in will show you how to beat the Achroma stage. He did like 3 or 4 different ways. Yeah, you're perfectly on time. We're giving people a few minutes to show up, and I'll be starting the siege in about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll probably go ahead and just beat the Achroma stage. I'd like to get to level 70 so I could get one more Devilmon for Savannah, because I've never used Savannah. She's close to skilled up. She's like 4 short, so I was thinking of using her for the first time this siege. But it might take a little bit too long to grind out 4 more ToA levels on stream. Bro, Faye is nice. Faye, I mean, she's RNG based, Camelus, so, you know, don't get me wrong, it's like not super OP, but she is nice. 24% speed lead with a chance to ignore defense, hits really hard, great for cleave teams. I'd love a Faye. I mean, she's not like maybe like in my top, you know, wanted monsters or anything, but I would love to have one. I would definitely build her immediately and do fun things with her. What'd you wind up buying, Sky? You said you were in line all day. Never again. Sounds like every person I've ever met the morning after when they're hungover, and then 3 days later they're like, pass the vodka. What's up, Adam? How you doing? $10 dresses for $5 sounds like it was probably worthwhile. I don't know if I personally would need 10 dresses, but yeah, sounds like a pretty good deal. Yeah, DL, I've gotten 6. I've gotten 6 Lumays, and I finally just gave up, and I fed them all to a Ling Ling the other day, because Lumay sucks. So it's like, I had them all sitting in storage, and I was like, I made one, I max skilled it, and I'm never going to make a second, so why do I keep just looking at them? And so I fed them all to a Ling Ling for skill ups. And I'll probably never make the Ling Ling either, but you know, whatever. Hey Jason, what's going on, man? How you doing? Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this Chroma stage. So I think for this stage, what should we do? I guess we could probably just replace... do I replace... I got to replace both the Dark Monsters, don't I? So we'll throw in the Garo, and then I need one more Daughter, maybe? Or what about just like Teor? I wonder if Teor could survive, because then he would just wreck that, Yeah, let's try that. G2 stream. Oh, thank you, sir. Well, let's see. Oh, I see it. Yeah, we'll be doing G2 stream. Okay, I was gonna make a really inappropriate joke about streams there, but I'll leave that one off the table, I think. Austin, she could get buffed, and if she does, I've got one max skilled. I just didn't figure that I needed to have like 6 of them, you know? Perk, I've been trying so hard. I've forced Beelzebub into Guild War comps like 6 times, and I'm 0 for 6 with him, and I think I'm like starting to hurt our Guild Wars. Shazam seems like he'd be really useful though with that defense break. I mean, not like OP, but useful at least. Damn, that's rough, DL. That's a bad summon session. What's up, Estros? I'm glad you were able to make the stream. So for today, we are going to be doing G2 Siege, and then we're going to be doing probably an account review on Perk, and then we're going to see how much time there is left. I'm not sure if Ace is streaming tonight, so if Ace is streaming, then I'll wrap my stream up before he starts his, and if he's not, then I'll go a little bit longer and do some RTA. I want to do like a Wheel of Madness RTA. That was a lot of fun last time, and I haven't done it in a while. But like I said, I also don't want to. I don't want to conflict. If Ace is streaming, then I'll wrap probably right before he starts. So we'll see how that goes. Hey Kai, how you doing? DL, you got it. Lume is the light kung fu girl, not W, just kung fu girl. Hawkfrost Subway does good raps. No, I'm not doing a Wheel of Madness Siege, not on a G2 Siege, but I might give you guys some input. I did rune some additional monsters, so if I have a chance to use some new monsters without, like, you know, potentially wrecking our siege, then I will do that. But I am gonna do a try hard siege since we're G2. Timodius, no, we're not brothers. We've actually we just know each other on the game. That's it. But Ace was, you know, very, very helpful and supportive when I started the channel. And so we've kind of like been working a little bit together, like through Discord and some video collaborations. And obviously it just, it makes the most sense not to, you know, not to be streaming at the same time, since we have a lot of the same subscribers. 3 hours till he streams. Okay, that's actually really helpful to know. DL, did you catch the Jew Bagel video on the yen counter with the water joker? I actually think I didn't like the comps Jew Bagel used, to be honest. I didn't think that I think you could do it better and safer, but the whole concept of using the water joker was really smart. Like, I'm gonna be building one because I feel like that's almost an auto counter. Jason, you've got it pretty close. Sky's defenses get wrecked in Siege, not we're wrecking Siege. What's up, Calvin? How you doing? Damn, I didn't even need the Garo. I just like blasted right through the Akromas. Let's go take, yeah. Exactly, sir. Exactly. They're just a little low on defense. So let's go take a look at Siege. We'll see how we're doing right now. We're a little bit behind. It's not terrible. We need to take a couple yellow bases. Ooh, I'd love to try and challenge for that one, but there's not enough time. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take this one because I have an easy auto counter for this. And we can finish off this base. So the way this team goes right here, guys, is, yeah, J-Mister, I do review Euro accounts. So the way this team goes is that Daphnis is going to be forced to attack my Garo, and the Ciara hopefully is going to outspeed my water monsters and waste her bomb, or my Wusa just gets the immunity up, either way, so now we waste the bomb. The Theo has attribute advantage. Now the Daphnis is not going to be able to kill Garo. And we're going to go ahead and just drop the Ciara right now. Daphnis has already burned his Hellfire, and we can pretty much just auto out from here. So this is like a really easy auto counter if you're having trouble with the Ciara, Bastet, Daphnis team. I don't know that I've actually ever won this, or actually ever lost this team. It doesn't even come close. Even when Bastet derps, you're usually good. Sometimes it's slow. Like right now, you see it's taking me a while to kill the Bastet, but it never loses. By the way, it doesn't have to be Wusa there, but it does have to be an immunity buffer. And then what you really want to do is just... yeah, it's slower, but it's reliable. I mean, you saw a couple of hits and then I just hit auto, which is nice. So the main thing is you want your monsters to be slower than Ciara, so she wastes her first bomb on Will, and then you need to get immunity buffed up after, or like my Wusa would outspeed Ciara, either way. But you need your water monsters to have immunity, and then you could use a Fran in place of the Wusa, but you either need it to be a super fast or super slow Fran, and then you're going to have to, it's a little riskier because of the only 2-turn immunity, so you're better off not having violent monsters if you use the Fran. Here, let me show you guys. So we're ranked 97. We're right at the bottom of G2 right now. And Trumped is a guild we've actually fought a bunch of times. So we do need to take a couple more yellow bases. I think we might make a push it. I don't know if we want to push for yellow 10 or 8 now. And we probably also want to get this Trumped base 3 out of our interior. But let me start by going ahead and filling this base. So let's see where... Oh, let me also check my defenses. Let's see. So I only have 7 defense wins, it looks like. How are we doing? This team did nothing. I think this one might have had a... No, this one only had 1 defense win. No there. No there, so I must have... Oh, I bet you I know. I bet you it came here. Yeah, there we go. So we had 4 defense wins on this one. Okay. And are we still live? No, we're taken down now. What's this base? This base is not organized. Okay. Alright, so this is interior, but they might come at this. If they take down this base 10, this is a strong speed team, but yeah, if they take the base 10, they're probably going to go after 11. So since this base is likely to get hit, we're going to want some slightly stronger defenses in it. Let's go, let's do a speed base. We'll look for some Sierras. Jason, let's see, did I miss a couple? DL, yeah, I saw your counter for Yen with the tractor. That makes sense. It's a little scary if the Yen goes violent crazy. But it does make sense. As long as the Yen doesn't get off like 6 procs, the tractor would probably live. Kind of like the same concept as using Arena. Except well, no, it's not the same concept because the tractor is not going to get defense broken. So yeah, I could see where that would be stronger than Arena, to be honest. Hey James, how you doing? Okay, so let's see. Jason, what's the first thing I look for when attacking a siege defense? Man, I don't honestly know that. I guess the first thing I look for is I try and determine if it's I try and determine how fast it is, because I don't have a lot of confidence in my monster speeds. And so if it's a fast one, then I'm going to just automatically try and play turn 2. I very rarely do a speed test. So I think that's the first thing I look for, is just trying to figure out, can I outspeed it or not? Well, yeah, Timotheus, that's probably the That's probably the key for everybody, though, because you never know exactly how strong or fast or whatever the enemy defense is. So there's always going to be an element of RNG. Like, you know, you run into somebody who's got crap runes, or you run into somebody who's got great runes. Wow, do we not have any? Okay, here's same team. Let's see. Okay, so here's Ace. He'll have, yeah, that's basically same team. Do we have any more Daphneses? Sierra Ileana. Sierra Shihu. Bad record. Okay, this one's got an okay record. It's not quite the same team composition, but I think it'll work. And it's got some wins. Let's see. Oh, and I know Peaky's Peaky's Lauren is good, so we'll go with that. Oh, he's got 2 of them, huh? Yeah, but this is the Daphnis one. Okay. Do we have any more Daphnises down here? We do not, so we'll go with that base defense right there. Sierra, Ophelia, Iris. Yeah, that is a really tough team. I just, my Ophelia is not skilled up, and she's way down on my list to skill up, unfortunately. Yeah, James, we're kind of in the same boat. We struggle. Every time we get to G2 Siege, we get knocked right back down. We kind of go right back and forth. We're on the cusp in between G1 and G2. I think the biggest difference is I don't think we have that much trouble winning the fights in G2, but our defenses don't hold up quite as well in G2. The other big difference is that G2 guilds tend to be a little bit more organized than G1 guilds, and they can do more of a coordinated push and attack on us. Yeah, so I made, I did something similar to that. I've got Kamoon, Orion, Savannah defense. Now, my Savannah's not completely skilled up yet, but she is getting close. She needs like 2 or 3 more. And so hopefully long-term, that's going to be a strong defense for me. The only thing is that Kamoon is not skilled up either. So I might, and the other thing is these runes are not like... The runes on this team, the Orion runes are actually decent, but the Kamoon and the Savannah runes leave a little bit to be desired, just to be honest. The Savannah I runed just a couple of days ago, so I did it with stuff in inventory because I've had no mana. You guys watched me lose all my mana on stream the other day. So when next FRR comes around, I will definitely be giving my Savannah a lot more love. And yeah, Perk, we're aces for all. One for aces and all for oneers. I don't know. Aces free for all. Yeah, see, Josephine, I really like Josephine, but she has... the interesting thing about Josephine is she's become almost more useful in guild meta than in RTA. She's still a great Oki counter in RTA, but she just doesn't do enough against Hathor. And with the current control metas and Savannahs and Laurens and all that, Josephine is a little less successful. She's a very specific counter pick for me, anyway. Hey, James, I really appreciate that. You're very welcome, and thank you. DL, she's decent versus Gianna, but I prefer Tetra. Now, Josephine plus Tetra, then that works really well together because they can't ban them both. Like I said, she's still good. I mean, it's not like, you know, she's still really good. I'm not like crapping on Josephine. I just mean like she's not, you know, she was probably an SS monster last season, and now maybe she's more of an S monster, or like on the line between A and S, because she's tremendous as an Oki counter, but she's kind of limited beyond that. But I mean, she shuts Oki down completely. She's the perfect Oki counter, so that still makes her an elite unit. You just can't use her every day the way you could before. Okay, do we want to push? Well, we can't actually push at either 8 or 10. I can't push at anything right now. We're shut off everywhere, actually. The only thing I could push at would be the 4. No, Oki's skill 2 is countered by Oki, but Oki's skill 3 actually needs an additional counter. His AoE stun is still pretty decent. It's just the reset that's useless. Not useless, just never works. I mean, it's great when it does work, but just never works. Hey, Vrozar, what's going on? Alright, let's see. Is there anything in here I could 2-man? This looks like a potential 2-man. Do I have a water monster that could handle that bomb? Because I could use it. Now, see, the thing is I would have to use Tetra, right? How could I 2-man this? I feel like this is 2-manable. Rena, actually, Rena might work here. So if I used Rena... Now, the problem with Rena is... it has to be Tetra. It has to be Tetra to handle the Josephine provoke. So it's gonna have to be. I have to be able to get on that Ciara super fast. I have to take. Ooh, what about Brandia? She's gonna be slow as can be though, but she might be able to one-shot that Ciara. Masha is a slower. Oh yeah, the account review will be after Siege. The first review is actually going to be Perk, because everybody should see Perk's account one time, and then if we have time one time, then we're going to do one more random account review. And that'll be chosen from people who put the requests in the Discord server. Okay, what about Rakan Tetra? What about Rakan Josephine? No, because Josephine can't heal then. This is try hard, Austin. This is try hard. I'm putting a lot of thought into this right now. What about Rakan? No, I feel like... What about Rakan Rakuni? I wonder, is my Rakuni ruined? Is Rakuni ruined? Where is Rakuni? ¿Dónde es la Rakuni? Or, I did just rune Clara. Here's the Rakan. Not the greatest runes, but he should do the trick. So the idea here is that Clara would stun the... The idea here is that the Clara would cut. How much is the attack bar boost on the Wunsa? See, it's a 20% attack bar boost. So let's say the Ciara is running at 250. Yeah, my Clara is too slow. There's no way. There's no way. It's just gotta be like a super tanky water monster. Like maybe Vigor? Could Vigor survive a bomb? Because there's no attack bar boost, so Vigor would survive the bomb. Yeah, I'm sure it is well speed tuned. It has to be Tetra. That's the only way it works. It has to be Tetra. And the problem is Tetra's not on violent, so she can't proc out. So she has to really be able to survive 2 bombs, but she does have 100% resistance. I feel like Rakan Tetra can work here. Camilla could survive a bomb for sure. You're right about that. Camilla would survive 2 bombs. That's interesting. But how long would it take my Rakan to get 2 turns while he's provoked? That Jean would cycle back. I think it has to be Tetra. Let me see if the Raccoon, because the only thing is the Raccoony is random, but he's probably on violent. Let me see if he's Rune, though. And if he's not, let me see if I can put some runes on him. I think the Raccoony is, I think you're right. I think the Raccoony has a better chance. The problem with Rina is she won't cool down the provoke, and Rakan is just too slow. Rakan has to get that first attack off to put his collapse on cooldown, or he won't get any revenges. He has to get 1 turn. After that, he can be provoked all fight long, but he has to get 1 turn. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Well, so Muhammad, if I was doing a 3-man, then the Rena would work perfectly. It's the problem is that I'm doing a 2-man. So with Amelia, my Amelia is going to get outsped, and then see, the thing with Amelia is I'm relying on her resisting the Jean provoke. And yeah, she's also better in other comps. I really like the idea of the Raccoony. I think the Raccoony's got the best shot. It just depends on if he's ruined, and I can't find him. Is he in inventory? He's right here in inventory. Here we go. Okay, so he's really slow, but he is max resistance. He can't take a bomb, though. Like, if he gets bombed, he's going to get wrecked. I need to just switch out this Violent rune for an HP rune, and I think we'll be okay. The Will runes won't matter because Leica is... Not Leica, I just read that. Wunsa is going to strip anyway, so I don't need to worry about Will runes. Resistance is actually going to help more, so let's just see if I have a Vio 6 HP percent. I don't. Alright, what about a Nemesis 6 HP? I've got 1, so if I put this on, then I need to change the Vio 1. What's just my fastest Vio 1? How about this? So I lose, wow, I lose a lot of resistance. Oh, that's why. That's a 33 resistance rune. Damn. Okay, what if I keep this, I'd need to use a Vio 2, and I don't have that quality Vio 2, but maybe, nope, I got nothing. So, I think we'll just give up the resistance then, right? This is the fastest one, 16 speed with resistance, so 16 with 11 res. Let's see. I don't know about that one. I'm still going to get outsped, so if I take the Will off Rakan, there's no shot for a resist, and Ciara could still bomb the Rakan, like Sim said, yeah. Where's all that crit rate coming from? Is that here? Yeah, that's here. So what about this one? 14 speed, 8 res, 16 speed. I don't have any grinds, right? Not one that matters. We don't need accuracy. This gives me an extra 4 speed. Let's go ahead and do this. Slightly better build. Okay, so this may be a really dumb idea, but we will know shortly. We're going to go ahead and try it. Let's take a look at the defense record. 1 and 4. Okay, so that's good. We're going to try it. I feel like Rakan Raccooni's got a shot. We got Rakan. We got Raccoony. We got to go. Okay, fingers crossed. No strip. Stun. No, don't stun. We didn't count on the stun. Double stun. Okay. Cleanse. You didn't cleanse. Violent proc. You didn't do anything. Raccoony, you suck. Raccoony, what's wrong with you? You're terrible. You're useless. I should have used Tetra. I knew I should have used Tetra. I knew I should have used Tetra. This is why Raccoony wasn't ruined. Raccoony is hot garbage. I should have used the Tetra. Alright. Hey, Steven, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Yeah, Raccoony literally didn't cleanse one thing. He didn't cleanse a stun. He didn't cleanse a bomb. He did nothing for me. If he just cleansed the bomb off the Rakan, I could have boosted the Rakan and then provoked the Ciara. But no, didn't do anything. Garbage monster. Okay, that's fine. So this time we'll go ahead with just a more normal comp. Yeah, Raccoony can cleanse inability effects. It's just random. It was a gamble. It was probably a bad gamble, but at the time it seemed all right. All right, so we'll go ahead and use that, and we'll bring in a Tetra. No, actually, we don't want to bring in Tetra if we're using Camilla. That's a mistake, so we will bring in... What about Beta? I never use Beta. No, I'm pretty sure he's random. Arya, it's only going to be 1 or 2 accounts. Okay, yeah, it is the ally with the lowest HP. You guys are right. Yeah, you guys are right. But he didn't cleanse the bomb off himself either, and he was the lowest HP, so I stand by my point that he was useless. He should have cleansed that bomb. Alright, let's see. We can't... 44 more seconds and we can attack there. Yeah, if Rakan didn't get stunned, I mean, that stun was really unfortunate on the Rakan. Because once the Rakan provoked the Ciara, I pretty much would have been fine. Ciara was the only damage on the enemy side. The idea was fine. The RNG was not so fine. Can I two-man this? No. Maybe? No. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, there's not a lot of damage here. Hey Rob, I appreciate that. Here's a, whoops, wrong one. Let me give you a link to the Discord. So it's hard for me to review everybody's account. So what I do is I just let everybody who wants account reviews put a request in the Discord. And then I catch up as much as I can. Let's see. See, we could do this. I don't know that the Vigor has enough damage, but this might be a better way to go. This might work. It's just the Vigor's not going to be able to defense break the Ophelia. It's going to take a while. That's why I like the Barber, because the Barber has strip. We could Amelia this one maybe. I wish I had that Fen Yang. I could just do I slowed my Barbara down a little bit, and now she speed tunes better. I could just do Barbara Fran. This way she gets attack buffed. I should take, I should cut. The Ophelia would go first. So the Fran's 254, the Barbara's 246, so they're speed tuned better. Amelia should do her thing. I know, someday I'll get the Fang. Hey Rob, you're very welcome, and I'm glad that the that I'm able to help with the English. I really am. Abigail Tetra? No, I don't think Abigail would be able to do enough there. I think this has a shot. I'm gonna try this. Rosar, I think that would be kind of risky. Like, that has the potential to be really powerful. Proc there would have been nice. Proc there would have been really nice. Alright, let's see. How much damage can we do? Not quite enough, but close. Okay, keep that attack bar down. Let's slow the Jean, or not. Okay, let's reduce attack bar a little, or not. Oh no, stop the stuns! Don't stun! Stuns are bad. And how are you hitting my Fran so hard? What the hell? You guys aren't supposed to have enough damage to bang on Fran? Okay, let's see. I think we need to reduce the attack bar of this Jean. That was good. So now we can reduce over here. Now, I've got the attack bar boost. Do I go after Jean or Ophelia? If I go after Jean, then I force her to put invincibility on herself, but if I miss the strip, then I waste the turn. If I go after Ophelia, I might be able to get the kill. Do I go after Jean or Ophelia? I'm leaning towards Ophelia. I'm leaning towards Ophelia. What do you guys think? I think that Jean is going to have too much resistance. We're going to go for the Ophelia because there's nothing to strip. Came close. Came close. Well, you take the kill if the kill is guaranteed, but the kill was far from guaranteed. That was the thing. But now we got the kill. Oh, no! We didn't get the kill. What the hell? And I have to hit it. She was like at 1 HP. Okay, so let's heal the Barbara. Let's slow the Jean. Can't reduce the attack bar enough, can I? Nope. Okay, but my skill 3 is back up. This should finish the Ophelia now. Strip. No strip. Okay, maybe this? Can we finish? Okay, we got the finish. And I think we made it. Slow the Chandra, hit the Chandra, get the immunity back up. See, you guys didn't trust me. You didn't trust me, but it was good. Fran MVP. Barbara did nothing. It's all about Fran. No, my RTA rune, she's got close to the same runes as RTA. My RTA runes are just a little bit faster and have a little bit more accuracy. And actually a little bit less crit rate. She's tankier, faster with more accuracy, but less crit rate in RTA. What's up, Ace, by the way? Okay, I think I missed a little bit of chat. Let me catch up. Let's see. Hey Kevin, so why raids? At what point should you move from Giants and Dragons to R5? So Kevin, basically, you want to use your grinds and gems on runes that can be improved. So as soon as you have runes that can be improved, it's worth doing raid and improving those runes. I can't really give you like a magic cutoff, but I would say if you've got a rune that can be grinded twice and then there's a low stat that you can gem, no matter what the rune looks like now, it's going to look better later. So anytime you've got a decent rune, and it doesn't matter if it's rare or hero or what, it's better if it's 6-star. But if it's a 6-star rune, even if it's a rare rune, if you can grind it twice and then gem something else, that rune is going to be really, really good for you. So as soon as you have some runes like that, you should be farming raid. Let's see. Put my names on. So Vrozar, a 2-set that heals, I actually think that would be an interesting one. I'd be game for that. It's like a reverse of continuous damage. Sabri, I think Ophelia is a very underrated monster. She has a high rune requirement, but she can be really strong in certain teams. Ophelia Jean Chandra is not a strong team, obviously, since I just 2-manned. But Ophelia with Iris, especially like an Ophelia Iris Ciara or Rika, that's a really tough team to deal with. Let's see. Did I miss any other questions? I think we're caught up there. Hey, Mitchell, I appreciate that. Yeah, oh, man, I'm hardcore vape advocate. Been doing it for 7 years. Yeah, Sim, that's another really strong one. Ophelia with El Sherion is brutal. Ace, bro, seriously, when you're ready to start vaping, talk to me because I've like helped. So you know, well, I won't say that. I've helped more than 50 people quit smoking and going to vaping. I can help them find like the vape that replaces it best and all that. So let's talk off stream someday. If you're ever really legitimately ready, I'll help you find what you need. Because the stuff you see like big clouds and all that, that's not what helps you quit smoking. It's a different kind of vape entirely that helps you quit smoking. Let's see. I smoked Marlboro Reds. I smoked 3 packs a day of Marlboro Reds for a long, long time. Then I quit, and I gained a ton of weight super fast, so I started smoking again. I lost the weight, and then I worked out every day for like years. I got into like just crazy good shape, best shape I've ever been in. I was 30 hours a week in the gym, and I was so determined. I was like, I'm going to quit smoking, and if I've got like this great metabolism, it won't happen to me. And I quit smoking, and I gained a ton of weight again. No matter how good my metabolism was, I just couldn't keep the weight off. So after 6 months, I had gained like 70 pounds. I went from 8% body, I was 8% body fat, and I went up to like 24%. So I was like, screw this, I've got to go back to smoking or do something else. So I started vaping, and the vaping let me stabilize the weight. I mean, I'm obviously not in the shape I used to be, but it let me stop smoking and just keep the weight stable. Yeah, Perk, that's exactly it. If people don't help guide you on what to get and you're just buying random stuff, you're going to go through a lot of different mods before you find what works for you. Because the stuff you see that blows big clouds, that's cool for like just vaping if you've never vaped or if you've never smoked. But if you're like a legit long-term smoker and you're trying to quit, clouds aren't what do it for you. You got to get the right feeling in the back of your throat. Red shorts DLC, I couldn't do red shorts. Like I would go through. I was a heavy smoker. Yeah, well, obviously 3 packs a day. So, Mitchell, by the way, that is really awesome that the BJR5 video helped you. I'm really happy about that. So, Steve, here's what I would say. We don't know what the effects of vaping will be on us long term. I agree with you. Like 40 years from now, maybe all the same crap that happens to smokers will happen to vapors. So I'm not out there saying that it's like the safest thing in the world. But here's what we do know. If you stop smoking, your lungs clear up, you breathe better, you don't have a smoker's cough, and most important to me is there's no secondhand smoke. I don't like make the people around me sick. So I'm choosing to do what I've done Like, you know, if anybody suffers the consequences, it'll be me and not the people around me. That would be the one big thing I would say, because it is scientifically proven that the secondhand vapor is not harmful. Let's see, Brandon, I discovered Summoner's War about 2 years ago. Yeah, Sim, that's the other thing. 3 packs a day, that'd be like $30 a day. There's no way I could afford that. I mean, I've got a decent middle-class job, but $30 a day for cigarettes, not even remotely possible. Thanks, Mitchell. I appreciate that and agree with the hashtag. Okay, so let's see what else we can hit in this base. I feel like maybe this is another 2-man opportunity. Problem is, I'd need Barbara for this 2-man. Perk is telling the truth. Perk and I did BSR5 before BJR5. We raided one day, and then he's like, hey, you should join my guild. And I was like, ah, yeah, whatever. And he kept messaging me. Rick, no, I don't know anybody else in real life who actually plays Summoner's War. Rob, that's awesome. So just so you know, Rob, the channel members are the ones who actually get to pick the... Hey, congratulations, Austin. Oh, good luck, Austin. Good luck on Mantora. And Rob, just so you know, the channel members or channel supporters, however you want to say it, they're the ones who get to pick the account reviews. So make sure you put in there why you want the account review, because a lot of times they look for the people they feel are going to benefit the most from it. Yeah, Timotheus, quitting Summoner's War is probably about as hard as quitting smoking. Not quite, but close. Hey, Siafic, what I will tell you is, what I will tell you about flavors and that whole flavor debate, I vaped tobacco flavors for about 6 months while I was getting over smoking, and I still smoked every weekend or every time I drank, and then just vaped during the week. And then eventually I switched over to flavored vape, and then one day I tried to smoke a cigarette and I couldn't stand the taste. So the single biggest thing about flavors is it gets you away from that tobacco flavor. And once you don't like tobacco flavor, you don't like the taste of cigarettes, and then you just crave your vape more than your cigarettes. That's my big argument on that. Perk, yeah, you know I'm just giving you shit about that. You didn't bug me the whole time at all, and I'm really, really glad I did join anyway, so I just like to give you shit about that. Hey Craig, I think I probably went on about the vape long enough. There's a lot of studies and a lot of disinformation and a lot of propaganda campaigns, and a Summoner's War stream's probably not the right time to get into the politics of vaping. So all I'll say is just do your research and make sure your research is coming from a neutral source and not somebody who has a public position on vaping. And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get into the politics of it on a Siege stream. Yeah, like Vrozar said, peer-reviewed articles. Okay, let's move past the vape conversation because we'll take it down a bad path, I think, if we do that. Let's move back to Siege as we were originally stated. But Perk, yeah, I bet you that. I think that's how most people kind of do it. I think you and I have most of my friends have kind of the same experience as well. Okay, so Joltan is normally the Lauren abuser. I'm trying to see if there's any way I could take this Rakan out quickly. So I wonder, maybe I could just Mina this Rakan. What do you guys think? Could I just Mina the Rakan? Could my Mina kill that Rakan fast enough? Austin wants to see a light martial artist. I don't think I have one built. Oh, never mind. Austin got a light martial artist. Okay. Sorry about that, bro. That sucks. So Rakan's gonna have 40k HP. I need something that can 40k one shot. What about Josephine? She'd take too long, though. I have to be able to kill that Rakan fast enough that I can get onto the Lauren. Actually, no, I'm in attack crit damage attack on my Mina. She's going to do 25k damage on her first hit, and then she's going to do about 16k on her second hit. My Covenant is built too slow, unfortunately. Kali is only going to do 37k. She's built fast, but she'll only do 37k damage. So she will take first turn, but it's probably not going to be enough to kill. Yeah, that's why well, no, Sim, I was thinking of Josephine for the strip and provoke. Let's take a look at the Covenant, though. I wonder if Covenant would get a turn. Where is he? Here's Covenant. So, my Covenant is actually built for light Kairos, so it's not the greatest runes. I don't know if these are grindable or not. So how fast is that Covenant? I think the Covenant would do enough damage to one-shot, I think. Teor, but Teor's not on Violent. How much HP is Joltan? Katarina would need invincibility. I mean, that would be a Queb battle. Oh, no. No, I can't do Katarina Joltan. Oh, okay. Yeah, so here's the Joltan. Shield Will Nemesis. I'm sure this is a two-manable defense. I'm sure of it. The Covenant suggestion might work. A team... See, the thing is, Ace, Kali's only going to do 37k, and that's with attack buff. So I'm going to have to buff the Kali first turn, and then that Rakan's going to get to hit my Joltan 3 times, basically, because 37k won't kill it. It's got a 50% HP lead, too. Daphnis! There you go, Sim. Daphnis might do it. It's an RNG gamble, but if I get the Daphnis down... I think the Daphnis can do it. My Daphnis is kind of weak. But I think he might be able to do it. Now, how do I get the... The question is then, how do I get that Wusa down? Will that Wusa wreck my Daphnis? She can't strip. Let's try the Joltan Daphnis. I think that was a good call. We're going to go with this. And then this way, if I lose, I can blame it on Sim. So, Sim, this is all on you. Okay, we got the strip kill. Did not get... Well, we got the strip. We didn't get the kill. Shit. Shit. Not good. Uh-oh. Very not good. Very not good. Very bad. Very, very bad. Please don't be on revenge. Please don't be on revenge. Okay. This is going to come down to the wire. Okay, let's just take the kill. Yeah, I know we were fine. I was just having fun. There was no damage left once the Rakan was gone. I was trolling a little bit there. Did I call Wusa a she again? That's only because Wusa is a she though. Wow, Daphnis actually might be in trouble here. Am I going to lose my Daphnis? Oh, just barely. Austin, that is not a determining factor. I've dated plenty of women you could say that about. Joltan Kali. But no, good call on that one, Sim. The deafness worked. Definitely worked. Quick related, unrelated question. You mentioned rebuilding your water, homie. So cost, basically the main thing there is just the homunculus needs to have accuracy. Like, actually my homunculus now, it's not speed tuned. I never quite wound up doing that team, but I'll go ahead and show you what the team looks like right now, and give you an idea of how it looks. That's not ToA. Okay, here we go. So here is the team. Here is the water homunculus. And whoops, yeah, let's get rid of him. That was smart. Here we go. But let's switch this out for Annabelle, and we'll go ahead and auto. Hey Etienne, how you doing? Hawkfrost, I know Wusa is a he. I just can't get over it. Like, unless I specifically think about it, my brain just sees female. Like, I know you guys are all right. I know I'm wrong. I'm not saying anything like that. It's just subconscious for me. I see Wusa, I visualize a female, and I can't help myself. It just comes out. It's a she. All the pioneers. DL, I have not used Covenant and Siege in ages because I have him rune so slow for the Light Kairos farming. He is a really good Siege monster, and I'm going to have to re-rune him eventually when I do the Covenant Collie Chloe auto-win video. But yeah, it's got to be like probably 6 months or a year since I've used him in Siege. You know, the light rune essence? Hall of Light. There you go, Hall of Light. My bridge. Nice, Hawkfrost. Nice. Okay, I'll stay away from Thailand. I'll be careful about that. Yeah, Ace, it's not even a visualized thing. That's not the type of female that I visualize. It's just they look like women to me. I mean, what can I say? They just look like women to me. Anbu, I showed the homunculus right before this. He's in I'll show him again right after the team as well. I'll show it to you again. Damn, they just wrecked my Thrain. I haven't started to do any ToA videos yet. I might eventually, but if you actually go look at the Abigail Hall of Heroes video I just did, that's basically a ToA team. So look at the first team, the one I showed you that autos the Hall of Heroes, and that's basically a ToA team. Except I don't think I have Thrain in that one, so I'll show you guys everything that I have here. I'll show you guys the stats on this team. I go back and forth between whether or not Mantora or Annabelle is better. Yeah, S2 is Absorb, and S3 is the continuous damage multipliers. Okay, so here's the Fran. Yeah, well, you also have to pull Martina along with the Huadam. It's not just the Huadam. Here is the Water Homunculus. Oh, I think my chair's blocking it a little bit. There we go. So here's the Water Homunculus. Here is the Fran. Not that she needs accuracy. Here is the Annabelle. And then here is the Mantora. And I think Mantora is slightly better, but I really go back and forth between them. Here is the Rika. And here is the Thrain. And don't be misled by the Thrain stats. These runes are actually garbage. It's like a 75% efficiency set. I gave him like my worst possible runes. He just has some extra speed in them for speed tuning purposes. No, this is actually more of my normal team right here. I can go... this team actually autos slightly faster. I go the Bastet you use in the earlier levels for attack bar boosting, and then the Fran you use in the later levels. Etienne, I built Varus 2A a couple of weeks ago, but I was supposed to rune him on FRR, and I got distracted with that long stream I did, so he's going to get ruined on the next FRR probably. I haven't used him at all yet. Taigeta, I have a team that does auto ToA 100. It's not this team. I switched teams. I'll show that to you after this level as well, and then we'll go back to Siege. By the way, Ace, what time are you streaming? I want to make sure I finish my my stream before yours starts. Are you going at like 9:30 or 10 my time? So here's kind of the main thing. The team I'm using right now seems to work better with Anavel, and the DOT team seems to work better with Mantora. They both work pretty well with either Mantora or Anavel, so it's kind of an either-or thing. I mean, basically, Mantora gives you... they both give you AoE defense breaks. So Anavel gives me that built-in proc ability, and she gives me a little bit of healing. But the Mantora gives me Despair runes, and then also... They're both going to give me slow, they're both going to give me defense breaks. So they're very similar in that regard. The biggest difference, like I said, is Anavel's going to give me healing, while Mantora gives me Despair. And also, Mantora gives you that one extra continuous damage, which can then multiply with... that one extra continuous damage then gets multiplied by the Water Homunculus. So Mantora, that's why Mantora works better on the DOT team, and Anavel gives you that extra bit of sustain on the control team. And Hawkfrost, don't worry, Ace is not alone on that. Neither of us want to cross streams. Yeah, Mantora S1 also strips the Phantom Thieves, which is the other reason that I like him, because the team I'm using right now has no strip. I tend to use Mantora more for that reason. And then Mantora is also, because of the stuns, he's better against Mihos. Nice, Koa. Tell your girlfriend we love her too. I also built a, yeah, I've got Tattoo 6-starred. Do we need, okay, so I'm going to move over to Siege now. I also have Tattoo 6-starred. I just haven't 2A'd her yet. So I do want to test Tattoo at some point. Hey, Rick, what's up? Yeah, Koa, tell her we value that your time here, and we appreciate that she's giving up her time with you. Well, isn't that why she's there? She should be there to build the chairs for you. Damn. I think it's a good thing YouTube doesn't allow video uploads right now, or you'd probably be talking about your ex-girl. Photo uploads. Like, if we could make you upload a photo in chat, she'd be your ex-girlfriend, I think. Could I run Crow in place of Verd? I could if I had different speed tuning, probably, but I think Verd is really your most effective one there. Verd really does make a difference as far as getting you ahead of the enemies if the attack bar reduction gets resisted. Okay, so I just want to show you guys these two teams right here. This one, which obviously most of you cannot match, this is going to be my auto ToA 100 team. This one is another alternative to auto ToA 100. It's a much slower one. The Beast Riders are much faster if you happen to have two Beast Riders. And if you don't have 2 Beast Riders, then this one takes like 10 minutes, but it gets the job done. So I'm going to move over to our Siege. You guys can rewind and take a look at those teams if you need to. And eventually I am going to do videos on those teams. Okay, where are we at on Siege? Oh yeah, we definitely need some bases. Okay. Let's see. All Miho all the time. Yay. Love those Mihos. Okay, what are we, what did I use last time to get rid of this? I know I can do a Shaman comp. I could do like Shaman Chassoon. Could I speed test this one? Let's see. Can I speed test any of these? That one's 2 and 6. That one's 5 and 9. That one's 0 and 0. So I could speed test this one. We could do Garo. I already used Garo. When did I use Garo? I don't remember using Garo. Oh, against the Daphnis. My first fight. Never mind. My first fight. Okay. Okay, so I think we'll just go with a Commune. I'm going to take the toughest one. That was this one, right? So we'll go with Commune Triana Skogul for the first fight. Is this my good Commune? This is my good one. And then I should not need Shield Will for this one. Just, we'll probably take Triple Endure, actually. So this one's Triple Endure. And then we're going to take the... Since I'm bringing the good Commune, I'm going to bring the bad Triana. Let's see. Yeah, that's the good Commune, and that is the bad Triana. Okay, here we go. This should work. Galleon, Julie, Shield Will. I don't think my Julie could hold up in that damage. Oh, of course you do that. Of course you do that. Never fails. Proc? No proc. GG, right? GG? Yeah, GG. Please don't kill Commune. Please don't stun anybody. Okay. What do I do here? What do I do here? I reduced the Miho attack bar, right? She's going to revenge my... So Miho's going to revenge Triana, but I think she's going to lap my Skogul. And if I reduce the attack bar, then my Skogul's Rock will land. And the Commune Shield is going to go on himself, so that should kill the Miho, right? Oh, the sleep is... Okay. All that build up for nothing. GG indeed. Sweet. Bye-bye. Okay. Hey, Koa, glad you were able to stop by. Good luck with the chairs. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Okay, Rob, I'm having a problem. What can I do on GB10 to get better runes to replace my runes? Rob, I think that's a longer conversation that's hard to have on stream. Grab me on Discord and we'll talk, because I need to know more about where your account is and what the ratio should be. So just grab me on Discord and we'll talk. I'm happy to help. Yeah, what's she, Zong Fei or something? My like cat is I've never really used her much. Etienne, it's the bad Triana because she's got 10,000 less HP. So she can't really take a hit as well. Where's the good one? See, here's the bad Commune. So he's slower and not skilled. And actually, I guess we'll just take the same comp again, right? But this time we're going to go Shield Will because that almost backfired on me. So where's the good Skogul? Here's the good Skogul. And where is the good Triana? Here's the good Triana. Okay, so here's the... When I say good Skogul, he's actually not the best stats, but he's Shield Will, so that's going to make him much better to counter Orions. This Triana is much tankier, so she's also better for this comp. And then we'll get away with the bad Commune, even though he's kind of slow and he doesn't have Destroy. It doesn't really matter here. What runes do I think are good for a Chroma? Man, I don't have a Chroma, so it's kind of hard for me to say. I would test Acroma in a hybrid build first, probably, because, you know, it's so hard to kill Acroma. But I don't know if that's actually right. I've never found Acroma to be really difficult when I've run into it in ADs, but it can be kind of tough in RTA. Ooh, Violent Noom, or Commune, or whatever. Violent Orion, too. Why? How do these Orions keep stunning Triana? My whole team is 100 resistance. Screw you, Orion. Oh, I should have reduced the Orion attack bar. That was a misplay. I don't know if it mattered, but it was a misplay. Well, considering I just lost with Rakuni, yeah, I probably like this more. Uh-oh, that's not good. Skogel's about to get wrecked. No, he's not. Thank you, Triana. Nice proc. Good girl, Triana. Okay, that should do it. Jeez, those Orion procs. And the Triana procs. Okay, like, I guess I can't complain because I'm procking almost as much as he is. So, yeah, I guess it was kind of fair. It would just be nice if neither of us procced. Hey, Brian, I appreciate that. Thank you. Do I like this comp more than Skogel, Rakuni, Triana? So, Thomas, the thing is, Rakuni just adds a little bit more RNG. And the Commune is going to give... yeah, there you go, Sim. I mean, they're both effective teams, but I think the Rakuni is better as a defense comp because of the RNG factor, and the Commune is better on the offense comp because you have more control, and the shield, like Ace said, adds a lot more sustain. Alberto, I'm on Discord pretty late my time. I'm on Discord. I'm on and off all day long. During the workday, it's harder for me to hold long conversations. So it's kind of hit or miss, but if you send me a message, I will pretty much answer. I will always answer the messages if I can. It's just, you know, if I don't answer right away, it's just because I'm tied up with work or whatever. Okay, so we've got to do one more of these. I think I built some extra Shield Will comps, but I don't have, I don't know if I have, oh, you know what? That Orochi worked beautifully last time. He's not in, he's in, okay, so can I get, what can I do here to get immunity? I haven't used Ravidi ever. But no, I need some sort of Shield Will. If we're going to use this Orochi, we need Shield Will. What about... Oh, I remember. This is what I did last time, right? I did Orochi plus Amarna. I don't think my Light Cat is runed appropriately, if it's runed at all. It's not runed at all, yeah. I'm trying to remember because this I used this team in the last siege and it worked really, really nicely. I think it was a Jir. I think I used a Jir, but I could actually use Vigor in this case. Because he is Shield Will. And then the Amarna is Shield Will. So the only thing now that could get defense broken would be the Orochi, and Amarna can resurrect him. We'll go over here and take the attack power. This should work. Now, how's my speed tuning? So Vigor's going to go first with the crit resist, and Orochi goes last, right? Okay, yeah, this should work. Yeah, DL, I used the Ajir because he was able to strip the shield, but I think I had also used Vigor already at that point. Okay, so let's start... Let's keep the shield off the Miho, so we're going to start this way. Oh, wait. Can we kill? Oh, look at that. Okay. Now, I don't know if we're ready to hit this Miho yet, so let's just reduce the attack bar here. Okay, let's reduce the crit rate. Okay, bye-bye Orochi. So let's bring Orochi back and just hope he doesn't die, because if he dies again, I'm screwed. Ajir, yeah. I lost. This is, now you're going to see why I'm not a fan of Amarna, because I'm not going to be able to use him basically for the rest of the fight. So that's pretty much GG right there. that 6-turn cooldown, it's like all over. I wonder if the Vigor could solo Miho. Maybe I just take the Orion kill, because the Amarna's lost cause anyway, right? So if I kill the Orion, then Miho will kill Amarna, and I can circle back and put my crit buff on. So let's do that. Oh, but I should have done skill 1. That was stupid. That was really stupid, and I know it was. Okay, do I want the defense break or the brand? I think I want the brand, because I can defense break with Vigor later. Okay, so Amarna's gone. Now I've got my crit resist. I've got the heal block. Heal block again. We're good. Whoa, chill. Miho, what are you doing? I don't think I can kill it. I think I have to take the heal. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why I tell you guys Amarna is useless. He did one thing, he did it badly, and then he was done. 6-turn cooldown. There's like nothing. You should never use Amarna in PvP. I should know better than that. That's my bad. I should have put the dots onto Miho earlier on. I played that whole fight badly, to be fair. I played that fight badly. I deserve to lose that one. I should have put the dots onto the Miho earlier in the fight. I clearly should have used the skill 1 on Orion, so I made at least 2 mistakes. And then bringing Amarna into a PvP fight is always pretty stupid anyway. I was trying to manipulate one single thing of AI, but he's just not a good PvP monster. So yeah, that one I deserve to lose. Alright, let's catch up here. Austin, if I ran Kamoon, Skogel, Raccoon as a defense, I'd have that Raccoon go as fast as possible because you want the heal cycling and the buff cleansing. Obviously, the speed tuning to have a boost Skogel is really nice, but more important is just simply the cleansing and the healing. Vrozar, you're talking about the Akroma, yeah. Honestly, Miho doesn't need a nerf. She has a million counters. I'm telling you, I should have won that one. I played it badly. But there are a lot of counters to Miho. It's just we forget about a lot of them. For example, I'm going to bring in Surtur now. She really doesn't need a nerf. She's a strong monster, but she's not imbalanced. I mean, I killed 7 of them in the last siege, I think. I'm going to kill 4 of them or 3 of them today. I played that fight wrong. And that's why I lost. It wasn't like it was Miho wrecking me. It was because I played it wrong. I'm just saying, like, watch. We're gonna take advantage of the Miho right here. So we'll use defense plus Bella. See, Tyrannus doesn't need a buff. Tyrannus doesn't need a nerf either. Hathor desperately needs a nerf, but Tyrannus can be beaten. Tyrannus is actually very easy to beat on defense. No, I can't use that. I think I can use Chessoon, right? She's max res. So she's max res 220. Oh, no, she's... Wait, is she? No, she's not max res. Damn it. Hathor does not have any counters, actually. She's probably the only monster in the game I could think of that has no counter. Josephine does not counter her because of the attribute disadvantage. If there was a fire version of Josephine, maybe. But no, there is actually... Tetra doesn't counter Hathor. Will doesn't counter Hathor because it can be stripped. Hathor has a built-in strip. Ganny doesn't counter Hathor because she can sleep him. Oki doesn't counter Hathor because he gets resisted every time. Remember Hathor's resistance lead. Same thing, Wusa doesn't counter Hathor because she has a built-in strip. Same thing for Vela. Immunity does not counter a Hathor team. If immunity countered Hathor that easily, then you wouldn't see Hathor in every single fight. That's pretty much what it amounts to. If a monster can be countered, you don't see it in every single fight. You don't see Miho in every single fight, but you do see Hathor in every fight. You can't really count on Daphnis killing Hathor because of the max resistance. You definitely do not see Miho in every fight. I see Miho maybe once every 10 fights. I see Hathor maybe 8 or 9 times every 10 fights. I have the counter, Ace. I just got distracted by this conversation. Surtur is the counter. It's also just remembering which monsters have Shield Will. I have a lot of Shield Will monsters, but I can't always remember which ones have it. I think Shaman... Actually, this should work, right? This should work. Hey, Bat, how you doing? Oh, I don't know if I have enough to kill it now. Crap. Let's see. Nope. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I misplayed that. Oh, I misplayed that. Oh, I misplayed that. I knew I didn't have enough to kill it. I needed that stun on the Orion. He resisted me again, too. Do I have, like, no accuracy on this Delphoy? Alright, well, that's over. I don't have any runes to put on her. I'm also not a huge fan of her. I don't know how to use her. How would I nerf Hathor? I would just remove the strip from skill 2. To me, that's probably all Hathor needs. She just shouldn't be able to strip into a proc AoE sleep. I probably would like to see her lose her resistance lead as well, but the biggest thing is she just shouldn't have strip on skill 2. Yeah, I'll show you the Surtur afterwards. I misplayed that one badly. That was I misplayed 2 in a row badly, unfortunately. Now, she already has too much in her kit. She just shouldn't have strip on skill 2, period. Like, nothing should be added to it. She just shouldn't have it at all. See, to me, Miho is still balanced. Miho can be beaten. Hathor cannot consistently be beaten. I did a video on 10 ways to bill Miho, and every one of you guys added stuff to 10 ways to beat Miho. I did a video on 10 ways to beat Miho, and people kept going, oh, you forgot this, you forgot this, you forgot this. There's 100 ways to beat a Miho. There is not 100 ways to beat a Hathor. That's the biggest thing. Here's where that matters, Ace. Right now, she can strip proc into an AoE sleep. So when you look at the Hathor comps in RTA, that's the single most toxic part of it, is when Hathor strips and then procs into an AoE sleep. So if you get rid of that strip, then at least will runes give you a fighting chance against her. You could do it like a triple immunity team, and they can't completely strip you down if they're also running Ganny, because they can only strip 2 if they're running Ganny. Oh, okay. I think I'm falling behind on chat. I'm kind of torn on the Lauren nerf. Lauren is incredibly powerful, but the big thing there is because of her weak base stats, she is beatable. It's just she controls your play, because you have to deal with Lauren early. If it gets down to like 2-on-2, you'll never catch up to a Lauren. In a 4-on-4, you can work around her. I do feel like Lauren is maybe slightly powerful, but again, she's not like maybe completely disproportionate. I've seen Lauren mostly fall out of the meta lately. Sim, that wouldn't address the problem though. If you're saying you'd remove the attack bar pushback, that doesn't address the problem, because you can still Ganny her. It's still a 2-turn sleep. She can still proc back through. Oh man, I can't believe I wasted 2 fights that I should have won. Alright, well, let's finish this base. Oh, and I don't think I have a counter for this anymore. Do I have a counter for this? Yeah, I can do a Perna counter, can't I? But do I have 2 waters? Annabelle's Will. I don't have water immunity, though. Could I do a speed test? Oh, somebody got it already anyway. No, the problem isn't the Daphnis. The problem is actually the Ciara. Because I don't have any water immunity left. I used the Wusa already. So, Timodius, I'd actually be in favor of that buff, but it's still not a Hathor counter, because if it's a single monster and only a single monster, then they just ban it. I do think, personally, I think Vero needs that buff, though, just to make Vero meta. I would like to see Vero get that buff, but I don't think that deals with the Hathor issue. I think that deals with the fact that Vero is too weak. DL, the reason nobody cleaves anymore is because there are counters. But there are still a lot of cleaves. I still run into a fair number of cleaves in RTA. So I can't attack anything else, can I? Oh, I can attack 12. Okay. Hey, Garv, no worries. I don't know if I'd go 5%. I'd say more like 10. I'd say I probably see about 10% cleaves. But yeah, like Austin says, it also depends on what you define a cleave. Like, I define the double Hell Girls. To me, that's a cleave. There's anything that uses, like, Tiana plus Lydia plus Belinus is a cleave. Sim, I'm usually in agreement with you. I just think Hathor is too disproportionately powerful. Hey, Iron Man, yeah, I am global server. I mean, I think, and Sim, to my point, I think there has to be some balance. You shouldn't have a monster that is so much more powerful than every other monster. They should all be, they should excel in their own ways. Each monster should bring something unique to the table, but it shouldn't be so overpowerful that everybody uses it. Like, that's part of what makes Summoner's War so great. There are so many different monsters that do so many different things. And when you're in RTA, you should see a different monster every single time. You should see a different concept every time. When you're looking at siege defenses, you should see a different concept every time. Because there's 1,300 monsters. That's what makes the game so much fun. So when one monster is so strong that she gets used 80% of the time, it minimizes every other monster because now there are fewer monsters that can get used. So that's kind of my point, is why I think it, you know, I just like to see more balance in that regard. It might. It might. So Vrozar, I could agree with the S3. I still feel pretty strongly she shouldn't have strip on S2, but I mean, I think your idea is balanced. I think it just a monster like Hathor, you should have to work to build a comp around. The fact that she has strip built in just gives her too much. I would rather see the strip removed from her, so that you're forced to build a comp around her, but I do agree with you on the S3. That would be one possibility to fix it as well. Hey Chromex, glad you're able to make it. Alright, so the only base I can actually attack right now, it looks like, is this one, and I might be out of Miho counters. Let me check. I have a Skogul left, but I don't know if I can build it. It's a Violent Skogul, though. I don't like to bring Violent Skoguls into offense. It's too much RNG. Pretty sure I'm out of Miho counters. I misplayed those two teams, which was stupid. The only thing I could actually do would be a speed test here. Yeah, Chromex, we started about an hour and a half ago. Where actually I think I only have one siege fight. No, I have 2 siege fights left. Objectively speaking, the most busted mechanic of all is Violent. If Ganny couldn't proc back to Ventilate and Hathor couldn't proc back to her Sleep, that would fix a lot of problems too. So I still stand by Violent shouldn't reduce cooldowns. Violent as a mechanic is fine, it shouldn't reduce cooldowns. But with that said, Hathor shouldn't have Strip. Rob, I would say there's probably a big learning curve on Hathor because I know some people who are good players who do struggle to win with her. And I think you have to have a really intelligently built comp surrounding her. I don't think having Hathor, like we joke about it, but I don't think drawing Hathor automatically means you get G1 by any means. However, I think having Hathor gives you a huge, huge advantage. Like to quote Jim Jeffries, the rest of us are bringing guns to a drone fight. So you can shoot that drone down, but if the drone is used intelligently, you really can't. Steven, no bombers are built, no. But even if they were, you have to deal with the Orion defense break. Orion is the big issue, not Miho. So one possibility for me would be to go Susano, Orion, and then maybe just bring my own Miho. Or I could bring Mimir. Or I could bring Lauren. Not that Lauren. That's kind of the whole point, Ace. Chasun shouldn't be proccing 3 times to give an entire team heal. That's too powerful. I don't have Escher ruined. I'm not a fan of Escher. Lauren doesn't add enough there. About chilling. No, I think it just has to be... We don't want Skogul, but I have to be able to deal with that Miho. Hey, Urano, you're not that late. No, I'm looking for something that can kill the Miho. So the Skogul is the only obvious thing. So I guess I'll just say this. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of RNG. I feel like the less RNG in the game, the better it is. So I get where you're coming from, Ace, but anything that reduces RNG is always going to be a win in my book. So if I'm not saying that my one suggestion is the universal fix. There may need to be more balancing after it. But right now it's a mechanic that's severely broken, and I'd rather bring it in the other direction and then bring it forward if need be. But I don't actually agree with the point of... I am sold on the point... I am sold on the purpose that Violent is necessary as a counter to control. But I think it adds strategy. So if you were to have... Delphoy on Violent, right? There's a reason at that point for you then to conserve the AoE cleanse. If you know you're going to get controlled, you're going to wait for using your cleanse until you've been controlled, and then if Delphoy procs out, the skill is there and available for you. And you don't necessarily need to proc it back to cooldown. To me, that adds an element of skill in the decision-making that you're doing on... Yeah, but, okay, so Rick, to that point, I think that it's always going to be a divisive topic because some people like the RNG and some people don't. For me, the RNG is the only negative part of this game. And again, that's just an opinion, and it's totally okay. It's not like I'm saying there's a right or a wrong. Some people really enjoy the RNG. For me, I don't so much. That's an interesting one, Chromex. Sup, Count? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ripper, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ripper. Yeah, DL, like I said, it's kind of a personal opinion thing. I mean, you can't take RNG completely out of the game, but RNG shouldn't be the focus of the game either. Not in a game that's this huge and this complex with this many counters, and then you do everything right, and it doesn't really matter because of RNG. I mean, I'm okay with that in concept, Sim, but we'd need to really, like... I mean, when you say game-breakingly good, the thing is, if a set is... So if Violent is already the most desirable set, and then you make a set that's better than Violent, then all you've done is, like, diminish all the other sets even further. Oh god, Ace, I would literally quit. If somebody, I swear to you, if they implemented that, I would be done with this game. It would be over for me. I could not deal with that. Seriously, that is, oh no. No. I could not handle that. I would retire, I would quit that day. Like that minute. I would just log off and never log back on again. I can't imagine anything worse. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm like getting shudders even thinking about that. Yeah. I'd be like, man, there goes 2 years of work down the drain. Okay, I guess I should probably deal with this base. Let's see if anybody's attacked it. No, they haven't. So I think we're going to go with the... Yeah, there you go, Frozar. Exactly, Ace. That's what I'm imagining. That's why I would never play the game again. It would take all fun away. It would take all strategy away. I mean, my whole passion of this game is trying to find the strategy despite the RNG. So the more RNG you introduce, the further down the strategy is buried. I mean, think about like dungeon teams. All the time we spend on dungeon teams, everything is about manipulating it to reduce RNG and AI. Elucia? I looked at her, but I don't think I'd have enough damage with Elucia. And I also, I think I just have to say screw it and bring in this Violent Skogul. I'm not a fan of Violent Skoguls, but this is my legit counter. This is how I have to do it. It's scary, but it's how I have to do it. I think what I need to do is do Guild War. I'm stretching it now. I don't have Miho counters left. There's just no bases I can attack yet. I just have to go do Guild War and wait until I can attack something better. You know what, Ace? I could go more for that. I could go more for that. It needs to be maybe brought down a little bit. His passive as a set would be too strong. But maybe if you made it like 20% on a 6 set, I could buy into that. Yeah, Perk. I don't need to jump onto your account, or do I? You just need to pull stuff out of storage. Hey Ryan, what's up? Okay, let's run through this Guild War real quick, then we'll do Perk's account review, and by then I should be able to do my last 2 sieges. Do we have anything? Let's see if we can find something kind of toxic. There's a Shazam. That's not toxic. Are we low right now? We're low, that's why. So there's not going to be any tough ones. Sometimes there's a hidden gem in the zeros, but not this time. Okay, oh well, there's a Wunsa with no speed lead. Be 2 wind units. Okay, what if I did that and 2 water units? So if I did Mina, Annabelle. Yin's passive. How do they know if Chromex, you can usually tell by the monsters. Okay, guys, I'm going to try and do some weird stuff. So let's do this. The first 3 people, I'm scrolling through my monster box now. Let me move this. The first 3 people to name monsters that I have that are runed, I have to pick one of those 3 monsters on this bottom team. If you name the monster and it's not runed, then I don't have to pick it. Okay, so Odin is runed. Pungbake is not runed. Barbara is runed. I don't know who Ping is. And Rauk is runed. I see a bunch of Rauks. You guys are going to make this really tough because Rauk is runed for PvE. So I'm going to go for the challenge. Let's use the Rauk. Let's see if I can abuse Rauk somehow. We're going to go for the challenge of Rauk. That should be a legit challenge. With that, like, non-existent speed. Pang is not runed, unfortunately. See, I think the speed meta is beatable. I mean, it's obviously the biggest thing, but I think speed meta... Artemil, yeah. If I had Artemil, you'd see him in every single fight. Okay, can I counter? Let's see. I thought Lynette was a 25% attack, Austin. Is Lynette speed? I thought she was attack. Hey, John. Appreciate that. We can go back and look at that one, though. Okay, so I think we probably need some sort of cleanse on this, right? We've got... What can we do that'll be like a unique and different cleanse? Oh, wait, what about Savannah? I mean, she's not a unique and different cleanse, obviously, but no, she'll get wrecked by that Juno, but man, she'd be fun. I need to use my Savannah soon. Okay, guys, let me just check. Do we need me to win? If we don't need me to win, I'll let you watch the Dark Demon lose in all his patheticness. So we need actually, he can lose against Shazam. So here we go. I can use the Dark Demon here. So you can watch the Dark Demon lose in all his uselessness right here. I'm gonna do a real tryhard on this team too. So just so you know, I've tried this concept 6 times. I'm 0-6 with it. What I do is I take the Dark Demon against the Light Nuker and let the Light Nuker die, kill him, and then have him revive and try and one-shot him. So here are the runes if you want to see. He's double Nemesis Will. Solid attack. Yeah, I have the worst LD5 in the game, Brian. I do. Okay, so we're doing real try hard here. So we're going to bring the Barbara to counter the Perna. He was worse on Vampire. I tried him on Vampire first, and he was like even worse on Vampire. He's actually best on Violent, but I'm not investing Violent with Oh, so the reason he's on double Nemesis is because if they don't manage to kill him, then his HP is down and he gets a shot at Etienne. No LD5, bad LD5 is 100 times worse. I go on tilt every time I see him. He's like, I would give anything not to have summoned him ever. I'd be such a happier person if I had never summoned him. Shazam is about to beat Beelzebub, so you guys are going to change your mind. Shazam actually does stuff. He does a defense break, he does glancing, he's tanky. Shazam actually does stuff. I would trade Beelzebub for Shazam in a heartbeat. No hesitation and no regrets. Just saying. Wouldn't even give it a second thought. I'd give you Shazam plus another I'd give you Beelzebub plus another monster to have Shazam, just for the upgrade. Ileana, I would trade Beelzebub for Ileana so fast. I would love Ileana. I would trade, yeah. I can't help it, Austin. He's the only Nat 5 he's the only LD 5 I'm ever going to have, so I have to keep trying to use him. I just can't make him useful, is what it amounts to. Okay. DL, that's only because you haven't used him. Thank you, Sir Ace. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the pity sticker. Austin, I buy every LD pack every single month. So yeah, I'm not going to have another one. Literally. It was like 700 summons to get Beelzebub. Okay, so we need actually something to tank that Mina. I need a fire monster that can survive Mina. We are doing like a legit tryhard here. So on a legit tryhard, I want to... Okay, what about this? So this gives me a leader skill. And it gives me some protection against the Perna. Okay, guys, I'm doing a legit tryhard here. So my thought here is that the Barber can kill the... My Barber should be able to kill the Mina. The Shazam is going to kill the Beelzebub, but if he doesn't hit hard enough, then the Nemesis may kick in and allow me to one-shot. And then the Rakan is there to handle the Perna. So, opinions. Is this a legit tryhard? We're going to do a demonstration here. I actually feel like this has a chance to win. I really do. The Barber is super strong. I feel like this should win. If it's not a legit tryhard, then give me a different comp. I am very open to whatever other comps. I'm even sacrificing the Barber that I need on the bottom. So if you guys... Tell me what comp you guys want me to use. When I say legit tryhard, I mean a tryhard with Beelzebub. I actually think this has a chance to win. We're fighting a low Guardian Guild. The runes on the other side are crap. The Shazam probably won't even kill my Beelzebub. So the point was to use the Beelzebub. I think this really has a chance. So if you guys see something better, though, you tell me. So where do you want me to use Beelzebub on the bottom, Sim, or what's the deal? I don't have Wind Panda, unfortunately. I don't have Fenyang. Thing is, if I use Beelzebub on the bottom, then we don't have that guaranteed hit on him. He has to get his HP down in order to do damage. His main damage comes from having less amount of health status, so he has to be hit in order to do any damage. Guys, I got a message that the stream disconnected. Can you see me now? Please confirm that you can see me before I start the fight. Okay, perfect. Light, dark. Alright, let's go with it. Let's see. This is the best shot that we could have for Beelzebub to work right here. Shazam isn't going to one-shot him, I don't think. Thank you, Sir John. Thank you, thank you. So, Mina's gone. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold our skill 2. So here's a trick now. If I use the skill 2, he'd be completely useless when I resurrected. So instead, I'm just going to use the skill 1 so that when he resurrects, I can do more damage. Now we're going to provoke the Perna. We're really going try-hard here. We're going to strip off that speed buff and lower the Shazam. And we're still going to hold that skill 1. Or skill 2, whatever. Okay, Beelzebub's gone. He did nothing. And he's probably going to continue to do nothing because I'm not actually going to lose a monster. But we tried. Actually, here's a problem. He's going to be gone now for the rest of... He's gone now. I can't use him again. I can't use him again unless something dies. He comes back if something dies. So we're going to try not to kill the Shazam so that he can resurrect. No, trust me, you don't use his S2. I tried to bring him back. Trust me, it's not a matter of sustain, it's just that he's garbage. That's the main problem with him. I use Vanessa plus Bub in RTA. It doesn't actually do anything. So what you have to remember is anybody who understands how Beelzebub works just doesn't attack him. He is... I mean, his mechanic is very unique. He just... No, he's not really like any other monster. Okay, so here's the thing about Beelzebub. Like, I'm very hard on him. When I say he's garbage, he's not actually garbage. What he is the single most counterable monster in the game. You can't use him outside of RTA basically at all. He doesn't work on any defense, and then he really doesn't work on any offense. And then in RTA, anybody who understands his mechanic, he is the single easiest monster to counter. A 1-star isn't a counter, Austin. It's just like you one-shot it and he dies. But Angelito, so like no, Samantha can reset him. His passive has a cooldown on it, so he can be reset. Any monster that resets can one-shot him. If you use his skill 2 and then the other person kills you, then when he resurrects, he doesn't have the ability to do damage. If you don't use his skill 2, then his skill 1 doesn't have the ability to do damage. So it's just like there are infinite ways to counter him, and you don't have to bring specific monsters. You can just counter him with gameplay knowledge. Anybody who knows how to fight him should basically never lose to him. Now, you may lose to the other monsters that are with him. It is possible to win despite him. You just don't win because of him. And then his Resurrect does have a 5-turn cooldown on it. Yeah, I watched the Sean B video, and what I'll tell you guys is Sean B played 75% of that fight really well, and then he panicked at the end because he should have won that fight very easily, but he started hitting Beelzebub. He tried to stun Beelzebub with Tyrannus, and it was totally unnecessary. The bub was only doing 6,000 damage at a time. So he did not need to stun the bub, but he tried to. And then when he missed the stun, he hit the bub again, and then he hit the bub a 3rd time, and then he did an AoE with Mo Long. So he brought Bub down to 40% health, and the guy who was running Bub had been really patient. He had never used skill 2 at all, which is what allowed him to one-shot the Tyrannus. But if Sean had just completely ignored Bub and gone after Sekhmet, he would have won that fight easily. It wouldn't have even been close. So that, and you know, I'm not knocking Sean B at all because most people haven't seen Beelzebub, so he probably didn't know the mechanics of the monster. So it's definitely not a knock, but I'm just saying it was a gameplay thing. not there. All right, so let's do the same thing again. Bub is gone. Fortunately, no Bub content. And you guys know the only reason I ruined him was to show him on stream. But so I'm scrolling through. The first 2 monsters that are named that have runes on them, I have to use 1 in each fight. So the first 2 monsters that are named that have runes, I will use 1 in each fight, top and bottom. Iris is 1. I don't know who NHW is. So you got to tell me who NHW is. And Miho? Is that are you trying to say Miho? Dark Lich is Greek. Oh, Meihu Wang. Okay, so Meihu Wang is not runed. So Jean was the second one, and I'm actually going to use Jean with Iris. Fuko was the third one, and he's not runed, so Mantora is the next one. So we're going to use Mantora on one side. So we're going to use... this team's actually really fun, so we'll use the Jean, Iris, Rika together. And then we're going to use Mantora on the bottom. Wow, crap. I got to use Mantora against a Camilla? Okay. There's counterproductive for you. How do I make this work? I think I'm speed tuned with Stella. So I could use the Stella. And maybe Taor, just because he's going to output damage on that Camilla. Oh, Jean. Okay, Jean's not ruined anyway. Okay, yeah, well, Jean's not ruined anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. I could go really troll and just do Camilla versus Camilla and then auto it for like an hour's worth of stream. What do you think? It'd be like the longest Guild War fight ever. I actually just built a Ramagos though. I do have Ramagos. He's built now. You know what? We know Tractor would be content, right? I think the Tractor could handle that Garo. Could he? He's 3 hits, right? Yeah, so the Tractor could handle Garo. Okay, so Tractor's content, right? We'll do that. Oh, I forgot to show the runes. Iris is about 245. Let's go ahead and silence this Chassoon to start. See if we can get some stuns up. We did. Let's provoke everyone. Hey, you're not supposed to proc. That's not nice of you. I feel bad like displaying this team because this team actually dominates in like G3 and we're sitting here in like a really low G1 or something, but this team is really good wherever you take it. It's like just, it's a lot of fun. It like makes me giddy. Bye-bye, Theo. Yeah, this is it's overkill here. This is really overkill. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll do this. And now, let's see. Let's take a provoke first. Oh, we didn't get the provoke. Okay. Let's put some slow, or well, no slow. So we're going to work on the Camilla right here. Can we kill? 1, 2. Nope. No kill. I think I actually have to let that slow wear. Believe it or not, that Iris team could lose on auto. I don't know if I'm ready to go that far yet. 1, 2. Not enough. 3. Okay, goodbye, Garo. All right, we got to do it. For those of you who say that Garo can't beat Miho solo, we're gonna do that. And this one definitely calls for this team right here. So I didn't take picks for the top team because if you guys pick something, I'd be on that Halfus for the rest of my life. So we're gonna speed through this Halfus team. Sim, I actually think the slime would win. I'm not sure, though. 50-50. It'd be a close one, though. Bye-bye, Miho. Garo rocks Miho. Garo just rocks Miho. Sure. Let's see if we can do any siege battles yet, and if not, we'll take a look at perk. In the meantime, whoops, not member. Yeah, there's so many ways to kill Miho. What am I doing here? Okay, can I attack? That's the Miho only base. I can attack here. So we'll get our last two done. Let me start off by showing you the Garo rune. So here's Garo. Yeah, I'm not much of a designer, I gotta admit. My island is all for utility. Everything's just like easy to access. So I might switch Garo back to Revenge. I kind of liked him more on Revenge, I think, than Nemesis, but it's good both ways. They're really pretty close to equal. I'll show you the John, Iris, Rika team as well. Actually, can I use that team somewhere? Not here, obviously, not against the Juno, but... we could use it... Not there. We could use it here? Nah, maybe not. Definitely not here. And did I burned my Joltan already, right? I think Joltan's gone. So I could use Miho against this Lauren, but the problem is that Ciara. At the end, it was 75 crit rate means you're going to crit 3 out of 4. I hit the Mio, I think, 5 times or something. So I just took 1 non-crit. Plus, you also have continuous damage and stuns. I can you see my Joltan stat? Sure. So Joltan's a shield will monster for me. Oh, no, yeah, he's shield will nemesis. Not super slow, not super, like, great overall, but he does the trick. So half of me wants the 2-man, but I feel like I lost 2 really stupid fights, and this siege matters, so I don't think I'm going to do any 2-mans. We're just going to cleave through these last 2 really quick. I need to take the guaranteed wins because of those stupid losses, unfortunately. So... John, so the point of Joltan on Will is it provides a little bit more flexibility. The Lauren doesn't always strip him, and it lets me bring him into more fights. Like, I can use him against an Orion if I want to. If the Lauren doesn't strip him, I usually, because the Lauren still does some damage, the other monster that I'm concerned with. So let's take this fight, for example, the Sierra Lauren Perna. So for this team, I would bring in something like Joltan and Theamars, and then 1 more water threat. And then the Ciara is just going to chase my water threats under Will, but the Perna will actually chase the Joltan. Oh, Etienne, thank you so much for the membership. Seriously, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Etienne. That means a lot. Yeah, thank you, Etienne. So to give you an idea of the example of this team, like basically you would bring in Joltan, Theamars, and then 1 more water monster in Will. The Perna will chase the Joltan, so if the Lauren does not strip, then the Joltan takes even less damage, basically. And if the Lauren does strip, you're still okay. I really don't love any of my options in that base. Wonder why those two bases haven't fallen. This does not look like a tough defense. These are actually, so let's see. Could I just Copper Skogel this one? Probably not. What do I have left? I could Catabale this? No, not with that Camilla. Huh. Oh, well, I really appreciate that. Seriously. Etienne. And I'll continue to do my best to be patient. The only time Will is a bad thing is, yeah, there you go, if it's for Daphnis. So, like, Will runes on Triana, that would be a bad thing. The rest of the time, not so much. Okay, I ruined some new monsters. I haven't used any of them. Let's see what I ruined that's new. Beta, I never use Beta. I need to use Beta more. And I think Beta could work here if I could put out enough damage to kill that Camilla. Teor would be, actually, so I've got the Teor, right? So the Beta gives me immunity, which is long enough to kill. So now I just need a fire threat for the Rakan. Not the Rakan, the Ritesh. Ah, I caught it before you got to say it, Sim. Oh, man, I wish Laika was ruined. He'd be so much fun, but he's not skilled. I could use the Masha. Masha's not really a good fit here, though. She'd be tanking that Camilla forever. I need something a little tankier. I guess she's actually my best fire option right now, though. It's Masha or Perna. But then I have no defense break. Tessa, interesting. So Tessa would give me... I mean, my Tessa runes are shit, but it might work. That might work, though, actually. You know what? Yeah, because that gives me... Can she tank that Camilla long enough? Yeah, she can. I guess it's a he. So he can... Alright, let's do the Tessa. So then do we take resistance lead? What's my Beta resistance? My Beta's already 90. Teor doesn't really benefit that much. I guess nobody's going to benefit from the resistance lead, so I think we'll take the extra HP on Teor just in case we get a defense break from that Ritesh. I do. I bet it's a he. It's a male Ifrit. DL, I think you checked under the tunic, right? You can tell me? Alright, so it's more important to get rid of... I guess we're just going to get rid of him first, simply because we can one-shot him. Yeah, so we're just going to do this. We're going to get the speed buff up. And let's see, we'll just do this for right now. Can I get a freeze? Can I get a freeze? Freeze him! Sweet! I didn't actually think I'd get the freeze. Let's see, this... 3-turn skill may revive a dead bat. This doesn't attack bar boost? Yeah, it does attack bar boost. Okay. So let's go ahead and attack bar boost the Teor. You guys can tell how much I use Beta. I couldn't even remember if that attack bar boosted. This is like the third time or second time I've even used Beta. Which is really bad, because she's such a great monster. And I can't remember the last time I used Tessarion, actually, so that was a really good suggestion. Steven, that was actually a really good suggestion. It's been ages since I used Tessarion, and he is such a good monster. DL, I think Beta's the most excited I've been for a summon other than Savannah. But the only thing with Beta, I'm not going to call it a problem because Beta's OP. The only thing with Beta, the reason I don't use Beta that often, is what I didn't know until I had her, is this is a 5-turn cooldown for a 2-turn immunity. And that's kind of tough to manage. Like, I didn't realize that, so now I get afraid of going in with that long period of no immunity. And she's so strong, I know you don't really need it. Again, she's an amazing monster, I'm not knocking it. It's just I have to learn how to use it. That it worries me to have like that 3-turn void of the no immunity up. So I just have to I have to practice and use her more, basically. I'm kind of torn, Rick. Like, she's so strong. For me, I feel like 4 turns would be more balanced, but she's so strong. If she got buffed, like half the game would revolt. I mean, she's an amazing monster. She's not imbalanced, but she's intimidating, let's say. I don't know personally how to use her well enough yet to fill that gap. Oh, for defense, she's freaking amazing. She went on defense immediately. I gave her a big rune set. I gave her like for me, this is a big violent rune set anyway. I would have liked the extra 10 resistance, but overall, I think the rune set's good. So yeah, I mean, I set her up for defense immediately. I just haven't used her much on offense. And then my defense with her has been kind of... So here's my defense with her. I do the Oki Beta Barbara. I haven't really found a good Barbara defense yet. This one does all right. I think it's just over 50%. It's 9 and 8, so it does all right. Obviously, it's not dominating the way you'd like to see it, but it's not terrible. So Sierra Lauren Perna is already winning. You know, you see it's 29-15 for me. So I don't really want to break that one up. Kamoon Barbara Wusa. But does it win for you at, like, I don't know what tier guild you're in, John? Is that something that'll consistently win at G2? Because it feels kind of counterable to me. Not to be, you know, mean about it, but like once you transform the Barbara, it's kind of over. I think I actually do have a dupe CR. That's one of the few dupes I've kept. But I can't skill it up. It'll never get skilled up, and Ciara must be skilled to be usable. Yeah, I've got dupe Ciara, Bastet, Amelia, and Odin. So I probably will build the Amelia and the Odin at some point, because I can skill the Odin through fusion, and Amelia doesn't really need skill ups. She's better with them, but she doesn't need them. The Bastet and the Ciara will probably never get built. I just can't see you using them without skill ups. Nice, Steven. Yeah, it's like I said, DL, it's just a matter of skill ups. I have too many monsters that need to be skilled up before I'm doing dupes. Leica, Leo, a whole bunch of others that just, I mean, maybe years down the road, like if things are still going strong in maybe 3 years, I could have skilled everything up. But a dupe would just be so far down my list right now. Like just, I actually, let's see, I have a list of the order that I want to skill them up in, but I'd have to pull that up. Fire Demon will never get skilled up, period, unless he gets buffed. Perk? Okay, you sound so proud. I maxed a rune. Let's see. Here's Perk's rune. Oh, that's a weak rune though, Perk. Why are you excited about that one? I don't get why you're happy about that. It's only 39% HP. Oh, hey, check this rune out though, guys. It's not as good as Perk's actually, but so I got a little story to tell you about this rune. I did something really stupid, and let me put out the preface. Guys, do not ever do this. Don't do this, period. My story right here is about me doing something really stupid. But I was farming in ancient, Lumal, Dimensional Hole, and I pulled a Legend Energy speed grind. So I went through all of my runes, and I didn't have anything that was really worth grinding. I had one energy rune that was kind of decent. Not great, no innate, but I was like, I want to use this energy grind. So I re-apped it. And on the very first re-app, it landed 22 speed, and then it hit a max +6. So again, don't ever do this. It was completely stupid. Don't re-app energy runes, period. Don't re-app runes without innate, period. Not advocating for it, but this rune is freaking sick. Rick, man, thank you so much for becoming a member. Seriously, Rick, I really appreciate that. By the way, Rick and Etienne also... Why did I sub? Rick and Etienne, both, by the way, please remember to tell me in Discord so I can give you the supporter roles. Yeah, no, a 28... This is actually tied for my second fastest rune. I have 130 speed rune, and I now have 228 speed runes. So it was a completely stupid re-app, but it worked. I was super stoked about that. And now all I really need is an HP gem. And this rune is going to be insane once I get an HP gem. It's going to be so thick. This is actually going to go on my Bastet, and it's going to give her a set. She's only going to gain 1 speed. But see, if you check my Bastet right now, because she already has this fat resistance rune right here. And I've got... I'm pretty sure I've got a 26 speed fatal, 26 speed swift 5 that I can put on her, which will be a better rune, and then I can swap this out and she'll get an energy set and gain 1 speed. Triple roll violent, congratulations! Congratulations on that. And yeah, like Ace said, it's just really awesome of you guys to show the support. It's very much appreciated. Like seriously, I don't even have enough words to say that, but thank you. And let's see if we can get a couple of, well, 1 siege win to finish out. So this one is a pretty generic defense right here. I could just copper dozer it, but that wouldn't be any fun, right? I could also do this, but that wouldn't be any fun. So what can I do that would be fun? What do you guys want to see? Like, so for the siege one, I do have to think it's a winning comp, but here are the monsters. Tell me if there's a monster you guys want to see. Rauk is not going to be a winning comp. Naomi is not going to be a winning comp. My Rocky is not runed. I do have her. She is runed. She's not skilled. This is one of the next monsters I want to skill. She's probably 2nd or 3rd on my list right now. All nat 4s, we can do all nat 4s. We could probably do all nat 3s. So yeah, the Rocky runes leave a lot to be desired, and that's because she's not skilled. I mean, she hits all right. When I say a lot to be, she's got some decent damage, but yeah, clearly these are not the runes. If she was a skilled up monster, this is not what I would leave her on. I assume most people probably want to see LDs, so I'll scroll down here. Let's see, Beelzebub. You want to see Beelzebub? He's not going to happen. Ludo, I do not believe is ruined, unfortunately. I don't think either Ludo, and I have the water one that I've been building, but I don't think he's ruined yet either. And Monty is not ruined. I wish I had Trinity. Okay, Cameron I might actually be able to do something with. Now, I just switched one of her runes. I had to steal the speed from here, so she's a little slow, but I think I can do something with Cameron. So if I'm going to use... Grigo's not ruined. Grigo's also very bad. I wouldn't actually use him. I was super excited when I got Grigo. I built him, I max skilled him, and he's just not very good. Okay, so... We're definitely going to need some sort of thick immunity to deal with that Helena. So if we're going to run a Cameron, then we have to use Amelia. And I didn't use Amelia yet, right? She should be here. Yeah, here she is. Okay, so... It's going to have to be a fire nuker, right? That's the only way I can do enough damage here. I have ruined Ramagos. Ramagos is set up. And he'd be able to take some hits here, I think. I wonder if I could do this with, like, Cameron Ramagos. Oh, I haven't used my Savannah yet, though. I didn't use Savannah. Savannah has to be used, right? Would you guys rather see Ramagos or Savannah? I'll show you the Savannah. So she needs, what, 4 more skill ups, and I'll get 1 more skill up from the ToA. I'm 1 level away on ToA 70. So I guess if, oh, you'd rather see, okay, if you'd rather see Ramagos, then we'll hold off on the Savannah anyway. Let's see, can I use, okay, that one's about to fall, so we need Amelia and Cameron. So it's going to be Ramagos, Amelia, Cameron. Shit, I don't even know what Ramagos looks like. Oh, you know what? Here he is. There he goes. Okay, he's here. So here's the stats on him. He definitely will need a little bit of work down the road. Yeah, I'm going to need a fire monster in here, so we're going to have to change the comp up a little bit. Probably Perna would be the ideal tank here. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it in, Ace, unless I'm confident it's gonna win. I'm not gonna like risk a loss here. I just want to see if I can build a comp around it. So from that, I actually think this is a pretty safe comp. No, I need something to strip that. Oh, that's what I need. There we go. I need Lauren. You can't skill up a 2A with, you have to skill up a 2A with other 2As, and I just 2A'd him a few days ago. So this leaves me with no immunity, though. But I could nuke out that Helena first shot. If I go Lauren Perna should just basically nuke out that Helena, right? Not without attack buff. Rick, I've farmed some 2A skill ups, but I've switched to farming all runes now at this point. I don't think this is a safe enough comp. I don't know. The Helena defense break into the Lauren is the only actual concern, though. He doesn't have a lot of damage. This should be safe. I mean, the only thing that really wrecks me is if the Lauren drops. This should be safe. I don't know if the Ramagos will ever get to clean shot, though. I don't think the Rama will actually ever get to clean shot. I don't think that's the... I don't think you guys are going to get to see Ramagos this way. Because if I one-shot the Helena, he won't take any damage. So I think Savannah is actually the play here, so at least there's some content. Actually, Savannah's not the play because Luis is going to put up immunity. So are you telling me to use the Rama, Ace? The play here is actually some sort of strip. Diana, we could do some Diana. Oh, what about Yen? So let's see. What about Yen? This would be content, right? I could do a chilling. I actually just built chilling again. This would be a nice chilling showcase, to be honest. I just built chilling, and you guys are gonna like why I built chilling. I built chilling to skill up Ramagos. I'll show you that team because it worked beautifully. So I think I like this. I like the chilling because we'll get the strips. I've got the passive healing and I can control the Helena. We're going to go with this. No, we're not. I waited too long. Okay. Hey, he used the Lauren Perna concept though. Michael, are you watching the stream? You got the idea of the Lauren Perna from me? Okay, what can I attack? We can attack base 9, right? No, that's the one that's going down right now. I can't do this base 12. I'm out of counters, and this is going to be all Miho's. No, it's not. Oh, sweet. That's an easy one. Here we go. Copper Dozer. If you guys want to see how Copper Dozer works against this team, although I did find a more reliable counter. I actually had a more reliable counter for this. So, or maybe I shouldn't be showing how to counter this team, because I tried it like 4 times and I was 100% against it. The rest of this base is all Mihos, right? Well, it's Orions. I'm out of Orion counter, so yeah, we're going to do this. Now, I could Copper Dozer it, but it's actually a little bit risky. So what was the counter I had that just crushed this? I got to remember now. Chassoon was in there, I think, because I used her heals. You actually probably could Ramagos this. Is this you, Todd? Oh, it's just the defense you use. So, yeah, I mean, this defense is not that hard to beat. I mean, not to... I did fairly well when I tested it, so of course I'm going to lose now that I've said that. Yeah, my Taeon's not fast enough. I could Dover it, but my Lucian also wouldn't hit it hard enough. You are I. Okay, Todd, so I guess you're going to get to... Todd, so can you tell me how fast your Ileana is? That would help. Just tell me how fast your Ileana is and I know what counter to bring. Because if I can outspeed you, then I'll just copper you. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to do the copper because that's 50-50 on the crit resist. I think I'm going to use the other one. I just have to remember what it was. It was triple wind. That's what it was. It was triple wind with Chassoon. Triple wind with Chassoon for sure. I gotta remember who the other 2 wins were. I think I used Ramahan and Chassoon. Because the whole idea here was just take the Skogul hit and then let the Vigor glance on me. And you guys can see my Ramahan is in garbage runes, so this is not special at all. My Chassoon is in runes. The only thing is, so let's see, 23k. Now, your Skogul can't be 69k. It doesn't even have an HP lead. So I'll survive that hit. And then what was the third one? Was it Yen? Was my Yen... my Yen might be tanky enough. It might be Yen. Where is that Yen? Yen, where are you hiding? You're not out, right? Okay. Oh, Yen, you're hiding from me. I saw you just a minute ago, too. You should be lower, right? Yeah, here's Yen. Can Yen take a Skogul hit? Yeah, Yen can take a Skogul hit. So this might... I think this was the team. I'm pretty sure that Todd's Ileana is going to be up around 300. That's my guess. He'll definitely outspeed me. Now, the one way that I could outspeed him is if I brought my... Bernard with the Ramahan lead. Damn, I can't remember for sure if this was it or not, but I think this was it, so we're going to do this one. So the basic idea here is we're just going to ignore the Skogul and let the rock come down. Okay, so... We'll, oh, wow. Holy shit. Yeah, I would have outsped you very easily. Okay, so we're going to just work on the Ileana for right here. And now we're going to strip. Or not. No strip, never mind. Keep working on the Ileana then. Okay, target dies. So we do this on the Vigor. Nope. Oh, crap. I thought that was Yen. I'm so not used to these monsters. Crap. Okay. Well, we do that. Let's refresh the health and the attack bar here. And now my Yen's going to get to go right here. And this should finish the Vigor. Whoa, whoa, chill, Skogul. That's too many procs. You're not allowed to proc that much. Okay, reduce that attack bar. Vigor's gone, right? So we're going to do this. Man, I need a heal. I really need a heal. This might actually be enough. It is not even close to enough. Don't you dare proc a rock on me. Don't you dare proc a rock on me. Okay. So we're going to hold off on this for right now. We do that. And we do that. Don't proc. Don't proc. Oh my god, I am so screwed. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do this. I don't know if it's enough, though. I don't think it's enough. I think I might be dead. Crap. I think we got to go for it. Oh my god. Dude! Chill with the procs! So many procs! Can I kill it? No. How many times did that thing proc? That team honestly should have won, but nice defense, Todd. Nice defense. That Skogul proc like 3 or 4 times. Alright, well, for the record, I would still use that team as a counter. I think I just need to, I need to switch my Chasun over to, she's got a defense rune. If she was on an HP rune, it probably would have been fine. He did derp at the start, that's true. But yeah, for those of you who are wondering how to counter, even though it just lost, I would actually stand by that comp. I screwed up with the Ramahan a little bit, yeah. I'm not used to using Ramahan. I still think that team would win consistently, though. I think that counter would be consistent. I played it a little bad and the Skogul procced a lot, but I would use that as a counter every time and be comfortable with it. Man, that was a terrible siege I had. That was like my worst siege in ages. Yeah, that was a really bad siege. Alright, Perk, let's go ahead and take a look at your account, and we're going to do a quick Perk account review, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream so that Ace can start his, and hopefully do better than I did. Tegets, I don't actually know. Honestly, maybe like 200 crystals, 400 gil points or something. We have a lot of strong contributors. Well, I don't think, so one thing is my Chasun never procced, and that really hurt because I needed that one extra heal. Even one proc anywhere in the fight from Chasun would have really helped. But then kind of going back to the point that she's got a defense rune on. If she had an HP rune, that also would have mattered a lot because of the Fallen Blossoms. Like, you know, there are a lot of different things in there, but I would still stick with that defense and trust, or that I would stick with that offense and trust that it would win a majority of the time. Have a good night, Etienne. Thank you again for becoming a member, and thank you for stopping by the stream. But yeah, with that said, I definitely misplayed that. I would need to get used to that a little bit more. Used to using that team a little bit more. All right, Perk, are you on? Are you ready for your account review? And hopefully you have your monsters out. Okay, we got some monsters out. Let's see. Let me make sure Perk is on. Perk might actually be inscribing more runes. I don't know. Oh, that is awesome, Dan. Seriously, that makes me really happy to hear. Like, there's no better feedback I can get than when somebody's able to progress because of one of the guides. So thank you for letting me know. You got it, John. Thank you. I appreciate that. A good AO with Chiwu. So, a long time ago, I used to use Chiwu, Bastet, and then the twins. But now that Shayna does an attack bar reduce, you would definitely need to speed tune that a lot. Okay, I don't know if Perk's not here. I don't want to do the yeah, Chiwu Triple Beast Rider. There you go. I don't want to do Perk's account review if Perk's not actually here. Oh, there's Perk. Okay, all right, we're ready to start. Perk, quick question: do you need to pull any monsters out of storage before I get going? Tegeta, it's basically just, you know, do your best in each siege. The way people get a lot of points is by siege farming in lower ranks. Okay, so we are here for the Perk account review. This is maybe the strongest account that I will ever wind up reviewing, just so you guys know. The runes on this are freaking insane. We're going to do our best to critique, but for the most part, I'm just going to be like, this is better than mine. This is better than mine. So let's start off with Orion. And guess what? This is faster than mine. My Orion is 286. So Perk, this is a really thick Orion. You did a good job by giving him accuracy. This is just how you should build an Orion. I've really got nothing I can say on this. I guess if we want to look for one thing, put your Orion on Will, and maybe it would give you a tiny advantage if you got outsped. Because realistically, 288 is probably not the fastest Orion in the world. And so yeah, if you could put him on Will, that might help a little bit. Okay, so here is Varad, and we're on speed, crit damage, defense. I do actually feel like the defense on this Varad is a little bit low. I feel like the crit rate and the accuracy are a little bit low. I'm thinking that maybe you don't use Varad quite as often as... I mean, he's probably just a ToA monster. But yeah, I would like to see maybe a little bit more crit rate on him. So Zhao Lin, this is, I'm sure, like an old R5 build, definitely because she's on Vampire. So it looks like it was, you know, we're splitting hairs, DL. I mean, I shoot, on this type of monster, I shoot for 60. It doesn't mean I hit 60. And obviously there's only so many stats you can put on a monster also. Like I said, I'm splitting hairs here. He's also got 108 speed on the Varad, which is really nice at these stats. So the Zhao Lin is basically just an R5 monster. The one thing I would say is, well, DL, just think about it like a Ciara. You know, you wouldn't ruin your Ciara with 50 accuracy, right? So Zhao Lin, I mean, basically is a solid R5 build. Nothing to say on that. The Homunculus, so I knew that was going to be Despair. So you're in Despair Endure. The Endure is obviously not necessary, but here's the big thing. Actually, your Homunculus has 37 crit rate on a crit damage build. So that, he really needs more. Hey Ripper, this is Perk's account right here. So this is, you're going to see, you're going to go on CR now. Okay. Oh good, we're going to have to do that account roast someday after all. Yeah, you wouldn't... Most people, I won't say you, most people wouldn't run their Ciara with under 60 accuracy. Not that it matters. She's going to miss the bomb no matter what anyway, but we put the 60 accuracy on just because that's like social convention. It's what you're supposed to do, so then you have a better case to bitch. Like if she misses the bomb with 20 accuracy, you can't complain. Okay, so anyway, back to the account review. So Perk, yeah, the Water Homunculus definitely needs 25-30 more crit rate at a minimum. Otherwise, just switch that crit damage rune to, you set it for auto. There you go. That is an awfully narrow usage for him, but I get it. I see why you're doing that then. Okay. Then the only thing I would say is just switch out this crit damage rune for an attack rune. Give him more attack so he does more damage instead of the crit damage. No, Sim, the doc gets resisted sometimes too. Nice, Rick. Okay, so the Amelia, wow, I actually thought this was going to be violent for your speeds, to be honest. So Swift Will right here, I like the Will runes. Me personally, I like my Amelia on max resistance, but honestly, it's not like it matters all that often. She doesn't actually resist much. It's just a nice thing to do for her. The one thing I will say, your monsters are generally so fast, I don't know where she's speed tuned. But for Amelia, I would like to see her be like 40-50 speed faster than the rest of the comp, or a couple of speeds slower than the rest of the comp. So either her immunity is put up so that the monsters that cut in between you have to deal with immunity, or she goes last and then leaves the immunity on them. But if the whole comp is speed tuned really tight and she goes first, then they're all going to act right out of their immunity. So we know that your Swift runes aren't actually the fastest, but I am still a little surprised that your Bastet is plus 172. But the overall build is solid. She's tanky. You've got enough accuracy on her. Max resistance Bastet is really fun, but certainly not necessary. Fang, Amelia, Diana. Okay, so I'm sure the Fang and the Diana are pretty slow, but I guess we'll see them. So yeah, if they're... oh, and it's offense anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay. The Praha, this is filthy. If this is Despair, this is filthy. Despair Nemesis Praha, 2100 defense, 27,000 HP. She's got accuracy. The only thing she doesn't have a lot of is resistance. But still, that's just filthy. Hey, you bad nickname. What's going on? Okay, the Molong, plus 157 Molong. Jesus. And he's on Violent Will. Violent Will, 40k, plus 157. You actually have defense on him. You have accuracy on him. Just filthy. Nothing I can say about him. Nice Molong. I mean, shit. Okay, the Samanth, so this will clearly be an AD. We're on Despair Will. Interesting, I had a long discussion with Hawkfrost today. I don't know if he's still on the stream or not about Nemesis versus Will, so I'm just going to stay out of that debate. Since I don't have Samanth, I don't know that I'm the best person to pass judgment on that. So, you can maybe do with a touch more accuracy on the Samanth if you're if you're using him for AO and you're trying to reset Triana's. Then you could do with a touch more accuracy, but I mean, overall, just another really sick build, especially because it's on Despair. Yeah, there you go. So the whole thing with Will and Nemesis, I know you guys are saying Will makes sense because it prevents him from being reset by a Samanth. I just don't think that everybody that's attacking you is a Samanth. I think the majority that are attacking you are not Samanths. And then I think Nemesis helps to protect more against like Illusion or something. And if you're running Zyros, then you're running it with Tiana and it doesn't matter. But again, I don't have him. I'm not the most educated. That's like my outside looking in, so I could be way wrong on that. Okay, so the She-Who is once again just ridiculous. So the one thing you guys will notice, by the way, like here's something that I trash. Like and I shouldn't say trash, I don't mean to trash, but I guess it's true. I point out all the time that people just ignore defense on their units, and defense really matters. And you'll see that Perk has got a significant amount of defense on every monster. This is largely the impact of raiding, but it's also just really smart rune design. So he's not ignoring his defense. Every monster is 11-1200, which I love. The She-Who, I might not like to see him with a couple more HP, but there's only so many stats you could put on a monster. The one big thing that really stands out here is the accuracy is kind of low. If I had to take 75 crit rate and get 20 accuracy on him, I probably would, because that also makes him more useful against Mihos because of the multi-hits. So that's probably the one big change I would make. Also, obviously, it'd be nice to have him on Violent, but I'm sure he's on Violent for RTA, and that's where it matters more. So we've got our second Amelia, thinking this is just like a siege offense Amelia. Overall solid build. Obviously the double energy Will. Secondary Amelia. Violent Bastet probably. Oh, Violent Fight Bastet. That's nice. So this is for more of a slow cleave probably. Really thick defense. Maybe I'd like to see you push the accuracy on her to 25. I think 15 might be on the low side. But again, we're secondary monster. I don't even know if she's skilled or not. She is skilled. So yeah, maybe I'd like to see you shoot for 25 accuracy. That's about it. The Amelia... the Annabelle. Despair Annabelle. So Despair Annabelle is kind of unique. You don't see that often, but I like it. I've actually, to be honest, I've been thinking about moving my Annabelle to Despair. I know she's so much better on Violent in RTA, she has to be on Violent. But for PvE meta, where she's also useful, I feel like Despair is useful, and I can give her better runes on Despair. So that's the big thing, is she's right now holding down a huge Violent Will set because she's so stat hungry. And if you give her Despair runes, you can give her all those stats without stealing that Violent set from a monster that needs it more. So, I'm not going to hate on the Despair build. I haven't done it yet. I still like her more on Violent, but I haven't done it yet. That's the point, DL. My Annabelle has an insane set that could go on another monster that needs Violent, where Annabelle has a built-in Vile proc on her skill 1, and she has an AoE that benefits from Despair. So it's a question of, is it worth leaving that huge set on Annabelle when I could put it somewhere else? Not that my Annabelle's bad, just rune management, you know? But anyway, yeah, so this overall, the only thing here is maybe the accuracy is a touch low for those defense breaks. But, I mean, it's a triple hit. I'd like to see Annabelle over 40 accuracy. The attack is sick. Her heal must be huge. So it's just an overall really solid build. I have no idea what you're doing with this Galleon. Rage Broken Galleon with 23 crit rate and a defense slot 4. Is he just like rune storage? Or... yeah, I don't know what you're doing with the Galleon at all. Rune storage, that's what I figured. Hey, bae, what's up? What's up? Hey, Timodius, yeah, I'm here for another 15 minutes or so. I'm going to wrap this stream up in the next 15 minutes so that Ace can start his. No, if it was World Boss, it would probably be on triple HP. Okay, so the Bulwark, I remember when you built this Bulwark. Shield, Will, Revenge, which is perfect runes for him. I do mine on Double Nemesis Will, and I want to actually change it to Shield, Will, Revenge. The Double Nemesis was a specific counter build that didn't quite work out as I wanted, so I like your build more. 40k HP, 1200 defense, solid accuracy. The only difference between us, I do a max resistance Bulwark, which I do really like because of how I use him. I use him in Guild War all the time to counter Orions, and the whole team is max resistance. So when I switch to Shield Will, mine will probably be slower because he'll have max res. But overall, the stats on that build are sick. Okay, so the Hua, this is, I'm sure, just like an R5 build, but honestly, the stats are easily good enough to take into Siege. Just maybe low on the HP side, and I don't know if you have any grinds left to do. You probably don't. Yeah, like right here. Gem on HP on this slot 5 over crit damage, and then she's probably good enough to take into Siege. That's all she really needs is like an extra 2-3k HP. So 20% right there would probably do it. Rakan, the crit rate's a little bit on the low side. We're Vampire Will, of course it's the correct build. Defense is a little bit low, so is HP. I'm actually kind of curious. I don't know if maybe you have just like stronger vampire sets on other monsters. I actually would have thought your Rakan would be closer to 40k HP and like 1100 defense, but I just saw the freaking speed. That's the fastest Rakan I've ever seen. Never mind. He's on a speed 2, that's why. So normally Rakan would be on HP 2, and I normally pay the price for him being slow, so I get why you did that. The one thing I will say with his new buff and that provoke, I would probably again like to see just a touch more accuracy. I don't know if it's absolutely essential or not. But I think I've got mine up around 35, and it does seem to help. So is this Violent? No, a Despair Commune. So I know the Despair Communes have been kind of a new thing. I'm not totally sold on that one, to be honest. I do prefer them on either Swift or Violent, but you're not the first person to do Despair, so it's not like it's a weird build or anything. HP looks good. Actually, HP looks low if he's not on a crit damage build. Never mind. That's the effect of him being on Despair. Never mind. That's what it is. So you could do kind of this same build in Swift at about the same speed, and then you could put him in a crit damage build and have the same stats, or you could put him in a thicker HP build with HP slot 2, if he were on Swift. Rakuni is Violent Guard. Really just nice Rakuni, 252 in Violent. Got a good chunk of resistance. Obviously, Rakuni doesn't need accuracy. I'm assuming it's probably just like a rune. I mean, we just dump runes onto Rakuni because he doesn't need much of anything. But yeah, if you could swap out the Vile 1 for... I mean, the Vile 1 doesn't... Yeah, it's a good Rakuni rune. It's not like you need to swap it out. He just doesn't need the accuracy, but he doesn't need attack either, so it doesn't matter. Good, solid overall Rakuni build. Veligul, Violent Will, super fast, super tanky, good crit rate, good crit damage. I would like to see some accuracy on him maybe because he can strip. The continuous damage isn't as big of a deal. but yeah, I mean, it'd be nice for him to have like 10-15 accuracy, but just generally all around, just solid Veligil build. So the Vertihile, Violent Revenge, 252, with enough attack, defense, and HP. Much better Vertihile than mine. Not much I can really say there. If you could change the 14 accuracy to 14 crit damage, it'd be nice, but the Acct is probably like innate somewhere. Or just not gemmable somewhere. Yeah, there you go. It's just not gemmable off that rune. So yeah, obviously he doesn't need the accuracy, but just, I mean, it's a better Vertihile build than mine, so. The Ludo, this would be like a siege defense build. Violent Broken. I'm curious, what's this fight rune that's broken on here? 24 speed, just laying around, broken. 24 speed HP fight rune to dump on a Ludo. Yeah, no big deal there. Whatever. So Ludo build just looks really solid overall. He's got to be really annoying on siege defense. Kumar, once again, super fast. We're on speed, HP. I don't think Ludo needs attack stats, no. He could use a little bit more accuracy. I will say that. The Ludo probably could use a little bit more accuracy, but I view Ludo as, even though he's an attack type monster, I view him as more of a support, kind of like a chilling. You put Ludo on siege defense, and he's there just to disrupt your entire team and take a million turns. He's not really there to be a nuker. He's there to protect your nukers. I mean, I know he can do damage, but to me, he's more of a support monster. I like this build. The only thing I would say is he needs maybe a little bit more accuracy to support, like, the stuns and stuff. But different philosophies maybe on that. So the Kumar definitely needs a little bit more accuracy for that AoE silence. The Revenge is really nice. He could use some more defense. That is one thing I will say. The Kumar looks a little bit squishy for a Kumar. Obviously, really good crit rate. You've got some nice crit damage, 3 subs as well. Just the one big thing here, yeah, I'd like to see him have like an extra 300 defense. Perk, you probably don't use half of these, but I have to review the ones in front of me. Yeah, that's the other thing, Sim, is Ludo's gonna do good damage because he takes so many freaking turns. Especially being on Vio at 160 speed, he's going to be going constantly. He's just like super annoying. He's the ultimate RNG monster. Like you put him on siege defense and he's just going to RNG some people to death. So this Commune, I don't know if you use him or not. Rage Commune. Interesting. That explains the crit damage. But obviously, if you're going to have him at almost 200 crit damage, he should have at least 60 crit rate. Again, I don't know if you're using him or not, but if you are, he needs another 20 crit rate. Otherwise, the stats are really good. It's a really interesting Rage Commune. That one is the Swift Commune for sure. So Swift Broken, 272, 32k and change HP. Good ancillary stats. Really nice overall build there. In a dream world, you'd have him on Will Runes, but he's going to outspeed most things anyway. What's it matter? Actually, no, in a dream world, you'd have him on Destroy Runes because he's going to outspeed most things. So maybe if you could switch these two out to Destroy, that would probably be about it. Okay, now we have the Shayna, the absolutely absurd Shayna that is 273 speed, not on Swift, but on Violent. This is a Violent Shayna, ladies and gentlemen, that is 273 speed with heavy duty attack. The only thing I would actually like to see is if you had an attack percent slot 4 rune, I would change the crit damage rune out for an attack. If you had a 25 speed attack percent rune just happened to lay around, you know. But it's the same thing because she only has 35 crit rate. I feel like the attack percentage rune would benefit you more with her. Accuracy is good. Overall, I mean, she's just an absolute beast. So that's my only suggestion on her. Let's see. Clara is 291. Swift Will, which is a really nice build. Yeah, I mean, you might though, Perks. That's the thing is we use so few of those. You know what? I think I still have your... Hang on. Just out of idle curiosity, I still have your file here. Let's take a quick look. go. Perk. Import. Runes. So we want attack percent, slot 4, and what is your fastest? Jesus, 31 speed. You got a 31 speed attack percent on Lauren. So there you go. That would be a pretty significant upgrade, actually. You've also got, that was Endure, right? So you could break it. Yeah, you could break the Endure set because who cares about the resistance? So you've also got a 25 speed on Draco if you don't want to pull your Lauren one away. You've got actually those are the only two that don't slow you down. But the 31 speed, that's the sick one, but I don't know if you want to slow your Lauren down. So the Draco might be your option to go broken set. If you do the violent one on Shayna, then you can actually, like if you take the Lauren rune, then you could actually swap out like this slot 3 Vio, you could actually speed her up much more. So you put a 31 speed slot 4 here, and then you could just put a faster slot 3 on her. So yeah, that to me, that would be my biggest recommendation is take that Lauren rune and go stick it on Shayna. Yeah, or she could be tanky. Either way. I mean, you could do like an HP rune there, but she's got so much attack already. Now you're getting on Martina. Oh, so you might have moved it since I got the JSON file. I think I got this JSON file a week ago, so you might have moved it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, not to stay on it too long. The speed on her is absolutely nuts. It's just you're RNGing the crit a little bit, and so you could either make her tankier, but making her tankier is going to be like a full rebuild. So a quick fix if you wanted to keep her in this build would be throw the Draco slot 4 on her then, because you're probably not that committed to your Draco. She'd stay the same speed, but she'd get attack percent. Okay, so the Clara is 291, great accuracy. I would like to see her maybe be a little bit tankier, and that's why. So you've got an accuracy slot 6. Okay, so that's not an easy fix then. So she's probably good as she is, because you can't just swap off 64 accuracy and leave her with nothing. So I think that build is really solid overall. The Ophelia, I'm not sure if you use her. She does feel a little bit on the slow side for me, even being in Violent. I might actually rather see a super fast Ophelia, but the overall tankiness is really solid. 40k HP, 1200 defense. I mean, it's a really solid overall build. You've got a little bit of accuracy, a little bit of resistance. Actually, the resistance kind of in no man's land. I would either go for more resistance or trade it down. Like either trade up or trade down. I try not to be around 50, but does she awaken into res? No, she doesn't. So yeah, you've got some resistance subs. The Brandia hits really freaking hard. But if and only if you use Brandia for riffs, you're going to want to get a little bit of accuracy on her because of the glancing. She can actually stack herself. Everybody gives attack power debuffs, but not everybody gives glancing. So you want her to land that glancing because it's going to allow you to stack your damage on the riffs, if you even care about them. So the Belager, let's see here. Belager's 137. We know your Bale does about 33k damage. Hey, Rahul, what's up? Yeah, so your Bale is a solid BJR5 build. Here's the Masha. She's in Violent Blade 259, so I'm not sure how Masha's almost impossible to speed tune. I struggle with her also. Really nice damage overall. I might like to see an extra couple of crit points, crit rate, like see you get into the 70s. The accuracy though is solid. Speed is just really good, especially being on Violent. Solid attack. One big thing is maybe if you could get her up to like 10 plus 10k HP, because then when she drops into human form, she's not quite so squishy. I'm sure you're using her mainly for offense, so that's more of an RTA thing though. In RTA, she needs the extra health. In like siege offense, not so much. Okay, so the Belen is Violent Revenge 256. But I will say here again, the 36 crit rate to go with a crit damage build is a little bit imbalanced. This would be another nice place to drop into an attack slot 4. Yeah, we talked about this on last stream. He doesn't actually, he's a defense type, but his attacks don't scale on defense. So be another good spot to use an attack rune in slot 4 if you can't boost the crit rate. The overall tankiness, though, the stats are very solid. And now everybody's waiting to... You know, it's funny. All of you guys are waiting to see the Yoguns. We haven't even gotten to the LDs yet, because there's some LDs coming up, too. But so here's the first Yogun. Same thing again. Lots of crit damage without crit rate. So kind of try and balance that crit rate, crit damage out a little bit. He's in Despair Will. So for those of you who don't remember, the skill 2... It's going to seal the enemy into a scroll and take them completely out of battle. The skill 3 is an AoE strip, so we've got an AoE strip Despair. So this is kind of like a Despair Triton that can then come back around and just take an enemy completely out of battle. 240 speed Despair, 54 accuracy, so it's overall just a really solid build. I'm not sure about the attack because I don't know how much damage he does. I'm assuming that you've got him acting first in your comps because he's your stripper, and if that's the case, then there's no defense break, so I don't know if there's as much value in having him in this big attack build. I might rather him be a little bit tankier, something like speed HP instead of speed crit damage attack. But here we go. We've got the second Yogun build. This one is just broken all around, actually. This one is slightly tankier. Yeah, so Rahul, he's got it in the damage build for the S3, I'm sure, because the S2 does no damage. But the S3 is an AoE attack, so he's trying to do big damage with the strip and the stun potential. But I feel like you'd probably be better off just making it more sustainable. So this one, I'm guessing it's a crit rate slot 4, but obviously you haven't really ruined this one yet because is this one even skilled? This one's not skilled. So we kind of gave the review on the first one. So now we've got the Chassoon, Violent Fight. And I've got to speed this up a little bit, I think, because I don't want to hold up Ace's stream too long. So the Chassoon build looks, I think maybe we'll move a little bit more towards showcasing builds here at this point. Yeah, actually, it looks like Ace just started, so let's move ahead. Everybody knows how to build a Chassoon. That's a solid build. A little bit more defense would be nice. Wow. Okay. For somebody who always says your Swift runes suck, Jesus. So 317 speed Triton with 87 accuracy, and he's tanky. Wow. No comments on the Triton whatsoever. Your Diana, the crit damage here is filthy, but bro, you really want to get her to 100% crit rate. And I know this isn't... I know this is like not your RTA build, but you definitely want to get her to 100% crit rate, no matter what stats you have to give up. The overall stats on this thing are just beyond ridiculous, so that's the only thing, is get that extra 6 crit rate. Joe, I don't have to stop. I just don't want to split viewers between the two streams. I don't think that's really fair. Because we have a lot of the same subscribers. So it's you know, that's the main thing. We have a lot of the same subscribers, so it's best if we don't stream at the same time. Okay, so this Ciara is obviously pure offense Ciara. 1200 with max crit, 75 accuracy, 250 speed. The Ciara is just bottom line filthy. I build mine tanky, but even then, you've still got 20k HP, 1100. It's just a super, super strong build on Ciara. First Fen Yang, we're in Violent Destroy. And I lost my stats. Here we go. 30k HP, 2200 defense. I mean, once again, just like ridiculous Fen Yang. I might like to see you get him up to 15-20 accuracy, but that's splitting hairs. And he is maybe a little bit on the slow side for a Fen Yang, but he's so tanky, what's it matter? And then going back to the whole point of you use him with Amelia, so the speed tuning here is really good because you do have that nice big speed gap. Ritesh is actually surprisingly low HP because you're using a speed rune on him. I'm thinking you don't use Ritesh all that much, and he's not skilled up. So yeah, we'll skip past Ritesh. I'm not a fan of Shakan, so we'll skip past him. 40k Skogul, but crazy, ridiculous fast with huge defense and resistance. Love the Skogul build, bottom line. Violent Nemesis, the only thing is I would only use him on defense because he's violent. I'm not a fan of bringing violent Skoguls into offense. The Vampire Nemesis one, though, this is a much better offense Skogul. Once again, 6 speed, 43k HP. I mean, just a solid all-around Skogul build. I would like to see a touch more resistance, but not a big deal. Your Tiana is about as fast as my Bastet. Once again, you complain about no fast runes, and your Tiana is your second fastest monster is about as fast as my fastest. But overall, really nice Tiana build. We've got yet another Skogul here. This guy is lacking a bit of resistance, and another violent one. I'd like to see you have one Shield Will Skogul. I love my Shield Will Skogul, so that's one big thing. Okay, Odin, let's see. The Odin stats are pretty solid all around. I'm thinking he hits for close to 40k damage in Arena, 45 in Guild War. He's got really good tankiness stats. The only thing is that crit rate is on the low side. I'm not sure, though. If you're only using him in guild content, then he's getting a self-crit lead, and he's at 98, so it doesn't matter. Because I use mine in Arena, the crit rate matters more. That's the only thing. Okay, so the Ashir, the one big thing that pops out here, I mean, the crazy fast, super tanky, but obviously that disparity between crit rate and crit damage again. Just switch out that slot 4 rune for something else that's going to benefit him a little bit more. Shazam, we're at, once again, crazy fast, violent revenge, super, super thick with accuracy. I don't have Shazam. I don't know what to do as far as building him, but that's probably what I would do if I were building Shazam, is I would go look at yours and build him like that. The Mihail, she does actually stand out to me as kind of slow here. I feel like she should be closer to 230, but I love that you've got the resistance. She's super tanky. I do want to see her with just a little bit more accuracy. But yeah, I really do feel like she's about 20 speed slow. That's the big thing. Okay, the Fran is absolutely ridiculous because oh, she's not violent. I thought she was going to be violent. Okay, so Swift Revenge Fran. In that case, this is just like a generally all-around solid Fran build. About where you would expect to see her. The Felleria, this one's violent. Absolutely super thick, great speed, solid build all around. Lucas has about the right amount of crit rate because of his passive. He does seem on the low side on attack, Violent Revenge. I think you might be a little bit better off switching that slot 2 to an attack % rune on him and making him a little bit slower. That would be the only thing there. The second Fran, this is the violent one, Violent Will. This to me is like a very standard, solid Guardian level Fran. She could go with a little bit less accuracy and trade that off for some more attack for a bigger heal, but the tankiness is really nice. Then we get to the Sylvia. Guys, this is not Swift. This is freaking violent. This is a 195 freaking violent Sylvia. That also has 37k HP and 1500 defense. I mean, seriously. No comment. I can't build a monster like this. I'll probably never be able to build a monster like that, so we're just going to move past it. Okay, Violent Broken on the Dark Homunculus. I'm not quite sure how you're using it. Decent. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Decent. This should be like, I actually should have just made this, I should make this the thumbnail of every freaking video I do. Have a good night, bad nickname. I'm actually wrapping the stream up in 5 minutes right here anyway, so have a good night. Yeah, from now on, I think we're just going to screen capture this. This Sylvia is now like every thumbnail you'll ever see. It's like just the most ridiculous thing in the game. So we're going to jump over here to the Martina. 281 Violent Broken Martina. Really tanky build, good balance of attack, solid overall build. Beta in Violent Will at 265, once again super thick. The beta build is just awesome. No comments. I mean, well, okay, one comment. I would put her in some resistance if you could. I run my beta is actually kind of similar stats, a little lower defense, more resistance. That's the only difference. The other Bella, I said Bella, I meant beta there. This is the Bella. So, this Bella is in Violent Revenge, 246 plus 1300 attack, filthy crit rate, filthy crit damage. I think some accuracy on her might be nice because of all the damage over time she can do. That's about the only thing, though, is it would be nice if she had a little accuracy. The Hyenas, you use her. I really haven't liked her that much, but Despair Fight, this is a filthy ToA build. It's a nice build overall. And that's it. That is the end of the perk account review. And guys, that's going to be the end of the stream as well, because I see Ace did go live. So I just want to thank you. First of all, thank you to those of you who became members during the stream. Thank you to everybody who watched the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a good night. I hope you jump over to Ace's stream. Let me just drop a link into his stream in here as well. We're going to drop a link into his stream at the end and then wrap it up right there. Actually, I'm going to drop in 2 links. First, here is the Discord server link if you guys haven't joined. And then here is the link to Ace's stream if you want to go watch Ace do the exact same siege. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks again for a fun stream. Don't dream too much about that Sylvia because none of us will ever have it. And we'll see you next time.